packed the bag up. We had like hella cans in the backpack. We're walking down, and probably like 5 minutes into our walk, we just hear like a big crash. Boom!
Oh yeah, just a skirt. Then
and we're
boom.
like, what the? We turn around. It's like a truck had flipped over. A drunk driver had crashed. It was nobody outside. It was like 3 a.m. We're the only people outside.
Yeah,
Bro.
there was like nobody there but some 2 Spanish kids with book bags.
Right. And then it's like,
I wonder there was no book bags.
It's a lady jumping up inside the windshield like, help. And I'm like, damn, bro, what do we do? He's like, let's help her. So I jump on top.
Help them out.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, seriously.
I jumped on the truck.
Yeah, we did, man.
I didn't realize how heavy a car door was until
Strong
then.
ass.
I'm like, damn. She climbed out. She had blood on her hands. I'm like, you know, she
He
climbed
was like,
out.
don't touch me.
I
Don't
slammed
touch
the
me
door
with
on her
shit.
fingers. It's like, nah.
The fingers like this.
Din, 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 din.
You want to do the intro?
Um,
Make sure you speak to that microphone, my boy.
I think you were gonna go. You were gonna go first with my boy.
Well, yeah,
Frankie.
but we gotta do the intro to the podcast.
All right, ready, set. What's up, guys? Back again. Inklusive podcast. We appreciate you guys tuning in. This is episode number 7. And today we have 2 new guests.
Yes, and we also have a whole new setup too as well.
Yeah,
we're trying
you
out
guys couldn't tell.
a different point of view, something more relaxed, something a little bit more
Cool.
welcoming and chill.
Chill, more laid back.
Yeah.
You know, just we were just having a conversation, per usual, without the headphones, so that way it's a little more organic.
It is, yeah. It does feel a little bit different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm used to hearing you right here.
yeah.
No.
I feel like when you have the headphones on, you're too like in your head. You're trying to pay attention to your voice or what you're saying.
Yeah, I guess so. I feel like you're a little more careful of how you announce and pronounce stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see. Because I was liking it, but
I mean, I like
we'll
it.
switch it up.
You know, we'll try this one if it doesn't
It
work.
feels good. It feels relaxed.
right. It feels a
Yeah,
little
but
more.
laid
very
back.
more just like free flowing.
Yeah, and then
There we
this
go.
is making it feel a
Free-flowing.
little
Yeah.
better right now.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, let's introduce today's guest. On my left side, right here. For you guys, it'll be on your right side. Today's guest is a producer, engineer based in Atlanta with roots in the DMV. He's worked with many different prestigious artists, including Quality Control, Grand Hustle, and he's also worked with Sony Music Group down in Atlanta, and many different more names and bigger artists and all that stuff. So please, people, give it up for Frank, aka Staxx.
Yes, sir. Frank
Happy
Staxx in
to
the
be
house.
here, guys.
Funky.
Our
guys.
our audience in the back is clapping really loud. You guys can't hear it.
We got a full crowd back here.
Yes, sir.
All right, and then to my right, we have a fellow artist, a fellow tattoo artist, for those that don't know. And he is also a heavy hitters artist here at the shop. My boy Christian Martinez, also known as Big Scratch, as we like to call him.
Yeah.
Go give it up for
Scratch.
Scratch.
Scratch the man of many names.
What's up, man?
Rocha.
So let's start with Frank right here, aka Staxx, bro. Give us a little bit about you, bro. Give us your
Yeah,
introduction.
bro. Let the public know who you
Let
are.
the people know who you
Yeah,
are
Frank.
and where they can follow you and all that good stuff.
Shoot,
we're talking
man.
about you.
We'll save the follow for the end. You know what I'm saying? But
You gotta earn it, right?
yeah, man, I gotta earn it. I haven't talked about anything. But pretty much, just a normal guy. Grew up in the DMV. Northern Virginia, Manassas to be exact. Different backgrounds. Salvadorian. My dad's Irish. And I just I grew up in this area, and then a few years ago moved out. So now I'm based in Atlanta, and I'm just doing music full time out there. So
Nice.
that's pretty much the gist of everything. We'll get deeper into it.
Sweet.
Salvadorian and Irish.
Yeah, bro. I was thinking
Yeah,
that
no,
when
but
you
That's
said
a mix, bro.
He has that beard and
That's like Guinness
he
and
got the Irish
pupusas.
beard.
Guinness
and pupusas.
Guinness and pupusas, dog. What a
Basically,
great
Guinness
combo,
and
bro.
Yeah, bro. The best
I'm
of
gonna have
both
to try
worlds.
that.
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
man.
to try that
Talking
out.
about it. Oh yeah.
Hey, bro.
That's
You're
I've never
welcome.
heard that mix before.
That's what's up, man. Well, welcome back home, bro. Glad
Thank
to
you,
have
man.
you. We know
Back
Scratch
in
over
the
here brought you over to the shop to get some ink done by Scratch and I want to say Lex too, right?
Yeah, Lex
Yeah,
Tats,
in
man.
case you
The
guys can't
legendary
see it on the
Lex.
camera, my boy got
They
a
did-
lot.
they
Some
did
fresh
their-
ink. Both legs, right?
Yeah,
True.
both legs.
That's what's
Sheesh.
up, man. I heard that Lex had you out here till 9 a.m. last night.
Man, we sat.
That's crazy.
I fell asleep on the table at one point. I woke up and he was like fell asleep on my leg, digging into it. It's like, but
He was just holding the machine on it.
Bro, Lex be loving that vampire schedule, bro.
Bro, I don't know how you do it. I was
know,
telling
man.
Daryl
Crazy.
because I was telling him when I was young, I used to do like overnighters, but mine's on average were like 3 probably latest, and then the most I probably went was like 7. But to me, that was like my eyes were burning. Like I just couldn't do it. I feel like at that point I wasn't functioning anymore.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, man, it's like your brain is just exhausted. Like,
Yeah.
you're like,
He
That's
still
true.
wanted to keep going too.
You're insane, bro.
it's crazy.
You're off that gas
Do
station
you
is
think
off?
this is the drugs he does? What do you think it was?
Maybe. I mean, it was like a blur last night, man. So like there was lions on the table.
Damn.
And
There was
stuff.
numbing
Just
cream everywhere.
Numbing cream everywhere.
Oof.
It
Sounds like a
was
crime
crazy.
scene.
At least we think it was numbing cream.
Yeah.
Oh, oh man.
I didn't feel a thing, man.
Hey, that's what they always say, bro.
Yeah, but what about you, Scratch?
Yes,
Tell
sir,
the public,
Yeah, what's up, guys? So.
Give us a little introduction, bro. Tell the camera, tell the
Alright,
audience who you
everybody,
are
so me-
and where they can find you. And stuff.
Well, for me, man, I'm just a guy that tattoos. I like talking about life, man. I enjoy a good time with my friends, just being with my family. Yeah, man. But for me, I say I'm pretty simple, man. I'm just cool, calm, just like my mom.
Man,
There
I
you
like
go.
that. Calm, just like my mom.
Yeah, this man
Bro,
used to
I
be a
use
rapper, bro.
Cool, cool, just like
Well, yeah, of course, man.
How long have you been
Scratch is a
tattooing
really
for,
good.
bro?
My bad, bro. It's just Scratch has like when Scratch speaks, like he just like whatever he tells you, like it cuts you and leaves you
Yeah.
thinking. You're like,
Yeah.
like that's a good way to say.
Every time he
it.
says like
Hey,
some
Franklin.
very like deep shit, I always go back to his Instagram handle when I met him. It was like Wisdom Wealth Tattoos.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
So,
I mean,
so whenever he says something, I'm always like Wisdom
Wisdom
Wealth
Wealth.
Tattoos.
I mean, hey, for real, man. But that's why.
That's what he was always been about. Like
Yeah.
when I first met Scratch, he was all about, because for one, like he was very quiet and to himself. So every time he did speak, I felt like it was
Yeah.
so much crammed into
Yeah,
one
of course.
thing,
Yeah,
and it was meaningful.
right.
So
Yeah.
like he was very wise at a young age.
That's true. I could see that.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
that's true, Scratch.
Well, yeah, though. But then again, though, I say I gained all that. Well, to me though, I thank God mainly because I don't give it to myself, because if I give it to myself, I guess it goes to the ego. But for me,
Yeah.
I thank God mainly. But I guess me, man, it's just through life experiences and those that don't know. Yeah, man. So I've been someone that stuttered for like years. And then just now, like, I've been trying to work on it, and it's improved. Shit, man.
A lot,
he,
bro.
he could tell you, man. So, like, there's been days where, like, I couldn't even say my own name.
Wow.
Yeah,
No, swear,
we
it's like-
got some pretty crazy stories.
Crazy
We'll
stories,
tell.
yeah.
Graffiti
Yeah.
stories that
Yeah,
involve the stutter.
Yeah, it's stuttering, but it's cool though, because with this guy, it's like I would want to say a word, and then he'll figure out the whole sentence, and he'll be like, oh, so this and that, and I'm like, yes, bro. Yeah.
So you'll give him words, and then he'll
Yeah,
have
really.
to
He'll
like,
finish it
put
for you.
together.
Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
get stuck on a word, and I'll just be like, "Is it this?" Be like, "Yeah."
Mhm.
That's what's up, man. That's when you know, like,
That's
that's
a
when,
good
like,
connection,
that's
bro.
the same
Yeah,
thing. Like, every time
for
he's
real.
trying to talk to us, I'm trying to I know I've asked him before, like, bro, can we help you like with a
Like,
word?
finish the
Yeah,
Can we
of
help you
course.
finish it? And he says
Yeah.
yes every time, right? So like that's awesome.
Yeah, of course.
But like
it's
sometimes
cool.
I feel like when you're talking, like, just going back to what you were saying earlier, like you process everything, and you don't talk right away. Like
Yeah.
you process it, you think about it, and then when you deliver, bro, your deliveries are like
Yeah,
on
because
point, bro.
because I feel like because you can't
That's
like
funny.
I guess you can't like us, right, just fluently
Yeah,
flow
just
the words.
Go,
Yeah.
you gotta
It's like-
almost shorten it in your head and be like, how can I just get straight to the point?
Yeah.
And I think
Mhm.
that's what you're good
Yeah.
at. You just
Yeah, I know.
like
Yeah,
one
too.
sentence and that's it.
Next thing you know, this
A
Scratch
man of-
becomes a writer,
Yeah, bro.
a
poet.
ghostwriter.
He's a writer. Yeah.
Yep, I am a
Scratch
writer.
goes
Multiple
writer.
ways. Writer on paper
When
and on walls.
when Scratch first hit me up, bro, back in the day, I still remember that the conversation that we had on the
for
phone.
real, oh my gosh, my
Bro, he
pain
stuttered like
was bad,
the
right?
whole time,
Yeah,
bro.
the whole time. Man.
And
It was
I'm not
pretty
gonna
bad.
lie, I was worried, bro. I was like,
No,
damn,
yeah.
like, I don't know why in my head I was like, I wonder if that's gonna affect his tattoos.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
for real,
like,
man. But
if because he stutters, does it?
Mhm.
I don't know. I guess in my head I was like, does his
Oh,
hand
shit.
also shake or?
or just something.
I was
Yeah,
a little
no.
ignorant.
Man. But I know what you're talking about, man. Because like, like someone that does stutter, I've been looked at differently. So it's fine with me, man. I do get it. I mean, yeah.
I mean, at least we don't look at you differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, man.
If anything, I feel like
We look at you like a snack.
apart from
all
that,
day.
but I feel like when it comes to serious stuff and like having a talk that's like not joking around, I feel like Scratch is a good person to go to because
Yeah.
he's gonna process
bro.
everything you give
Thank
him,
you.
and he's gonna deliver you with the best of his intentions and what he knows.
Absolutely.
So
And I feel like you do have a, what do you call it? I think because you're wise, you're a very good listener also.
yeah,
And I feel like when you give us your opinion, you always have a good opinion. It's always like what you want to hear, almost like you answer the question or like the doubt that
Thank
people
you, bro.
have.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Cool.
so scratch.
You scratch.
So scratch the how true me right here with Mr. Staxx, bro.
Yeah,
All right.
bro.
All right. So
I know
do
you
wanna
guys go
for
way
me?
back, right?
All right. So me and this guy, man, I think it was our junior year in school. So in school, there's like a ramp where like, oh, well, it's not like where the cool kids, but just people go there
There's
and
two
chill and
ramps.
shit like that. Huh?
Emphasize there was 2 ramps.
Yes,
Was
but
the
there was a
Spanish
ramp.
ramp?
Yes, you're right about that. There was
And
just
then the
like
black ramp.
yeah.
It was crazy.
Which
For
one did
real.
you find him on, bro?
They go the black.
He was in the middle of both.
For real.
He was splitting
Like,
both,
yo,
bro.
what's up, dog?
It's crazy how like school is like there's a
but
place for
there-
you to go and there's another place for other people to go.
Nah, bro, that shit is real.
It's
When I,
segregated. It's
yeah.
like prison.
when I was in high school, there was floors that you couldn't walk in like Blade. There was not that you couldn't walk, but you already knew like who was chilling in that floor. Like the second floor was like black people, and if you, because back in the day it was a lot of like black against Spanish, so
Absolutely.
the fourth
Oh,
floor
gang
was like
shit.
where all the Spanish gangsters would hang, and it was dumb now that I think of it. But like if you walk through that floor, bro, I used to do shit like go to the fourth floor, go through that just to go down, because if not, you get in a fight or some shit.
We used to run into, situations like that all the time, especially like, because in our era, because I mean, I assume we're all the same age.
Yeah,
right?
we're
Yeah,
all-
I'm
so-
in my like I'm 29.
29,
Yeah, yeah.
29? Yeah,
30.
29.
30, 29. So yeah, I turned 30 this year too.
There you go.
May. So we're all the same age. So we
Yeah.
grew up in that era where gang culture was big. Even in middle school, gang
Yeah.
culture was big.
Mhm.
Now it's like you see middle schoolers dancing
like, what
to
the hell?
TikTok. And shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, man, but the
So-
hard era is gone now.
yeah, and
Unfortunately.
we went through a lot. Like we had our graffiti crew, and we would get up everywhere. We were in a tunnel one time, and then we're walking through, and it's like this big dude on a scooter. And
Damn.
Then this like small like bald dude like, hey man, what's going on? Like he's looking at our tags and shit. We were just gonna check out our work.
Yeah.
He comes out. He's like, you know who this is? And we're like, nah, we don't know
like,
that
nope.
is. And he gets a little Crayola marker that he had in his pocket. He draws a thin ass X like through the whole like big throw up we
it's
had.
like, no.
He's
Damn.
like, fuck that.
With a crayon marker.
With a Crayola marker. And I'm like,
Yeah, bro, it's like, what the hell is
he
that?
did that with a big ass iron, like, like.
Yeah, bro.
So we're just there, like, it's like, what the hell? So, like, gangs were trying to, like,
It was like a rivalry
like a rivalry.
between
Trying to clean that
graffiti
tunnel.
shit.
Yeah, kind of.
a rivalry they created. We were just getting up and painting, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But they thought it was like a gang or
Oh,
who they saw it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like, oh, these guys are trying
Well,
to
I
take
think
over.
for me it was similar, but for me it was like I was in a gang, so we didn't have to, but I would write the gang out. So I guess I could see where that's coming from, because if you wrote over my shit, then it was like a beef. It's like, why are you crossing my shit out?
Now that you say that, I think one of our throw-ups went over one of their little pencil drawings in there.
Some of their pencils.
I think that's what started it.
Dudes got
But,
mad.
Yeah.
Man, that's funny, man.
So both of y'all grew up doing graffiti.
Yeah, basically, man.
What was your graffiti name, bro?
All right, so my name was, and then beep.
No, we'll reveal the actual name
Oh,
of
what
it
if it's still up?
in our OnlyFans.
What if it's
So subscribe to our OnlyFans and you'll
Hey,
know
there
the
we
name
go.
of both these people right here.
Hey guys, come on, support the hustle.
Hell
Support
yeah.
the hustle. We're gonna sell it, bro.
But we met through graffiti. So basically back to where we first started. So we met at the ramp, and then man, we got cool because of a mutual friend, and then through that we were just like, hey, cool, like all this and that, and
Shout
then
out Chris.
hey, yeah, right, Sixers, and then after that, man, we got cool up and we started to talk more. And he started to do graffiti. And then they knew me as like that guy with the graffiti backpack and shit like that. It's like, okay, like he knew what he was doing.
Hell yeah.
And then and then we just
I
got
miss the
close.
graffiti days, bro.
I know, for real, man.
Yo, for real, Scratch, like, he was the only one in the whole school doing wild style stuff.
Really?
Like, he was
Hustler?
always influenced by Saber, you know?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Saber
Saber.
was-
Yo,
yeah.
man, but
He was
that guy
crazy with
was fucking crazy with like those,
Above,
like,
did y'all used to watch Above on
Oh,
YouTube?
Yeah, on
Yeah,
the trains.
man.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God. He was Canadian,
nasty.
from Canada, right?
Stomp Down Killers.
Yeah. That shit was
SDK.
crazy.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
Keep
yeah,
Six,
man, but
too.
those
I
things
watched
were-
Keep
Yeah,
Six
Keep
videos.
Yeah, with those.
Daryl's like,
those
what
whole,
are you
like-
talking
So
about?
so
The
the thing is
boxer
like I grew up in Moco. Montgomery County, which is like top 3 richest counties in the whole United States.
Oh, okay.
So the closest we had to,
Hey, that's a round of applause right there, bro.
the closest we had to gang members were like nothing.
City
Like,
council members.
yeah, bro. Like the worst shit that would happen would be like someone selling weed, in the corner by the tree, by my school. That was
Damn,
the
bro.
worst thing that happened. I feel like
terrible.
some kids got locked up for weed, but that's because they were being stupid. But like we never had any sort of gang violence or like graffiti or none of that shit. And I feel like I don't want to say fortunate because like I feel like I would have loved to experience what you guys experienced, just to get that grit. But I know that you guys don't.
Yeah.
You guys
It just
don't want to.
happens.
Yeah, of course.
You don't think about it.
Yeah, it's almost
Yeah,
like
it just happens. Yeah, it just happens.
It's
So
almost
like,
like something you do for fun, because I remember me and my brother used to leave every weekend, bro, just to do that. That was our fun, like a getaway almost, like the adrenaline rush.
That makes
for the
sense.
week.
Yeah, for us it was like shit, going to house parties and them getting busted, and I was running down the street, jumping fences and going to another party. That was like our level of
course.
like crimes,
Oh, that
But like
whole-
not like
That,
you guys.
that white
You
boy
guys-
crazy is something
Yeah,
different,
right.
bro.
Yeah, the whole.
Yeah, that whiteboard, or the one where you drive around the neighborhood, the plug jumps in the car and you do a full lap, and you come back. That was the other one, bro.
You drop him off.
Shit.
You drop him off at the other street though, because if you can't drop him off in front of his house.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know,
those
so-
were the
Hey, bro,
days.
that's
Yeah,
kinda
you're right
shit.
about.
Tell the people how old I was when you taught me how to shotgun a beer, bro.
So this happened. What was it?
Like,
December? No,
yeah,
or January?
a month ago.
It was.
It was like a month or two ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
but
this
it was
man didn't know how to
freezing.
shotgun a beer. I feel like a lot of people in the shop didn't know how to shotgun a
Yeah,
beer.
bro. I think just growing up around this area, we weren't shotgunning shit.
You guys weren't wasting.
we were
fucking
doing
beer.
this, bro.
You guys were doing Hennessy. Oh,
Yeah.
graffiti.
No, that too. We were doing both of those things right there.
So I was astonished when he was like, "Bro, what's a shotgun? Like I've seen it in movies. Like how do you do
yeah,
it?"
he looked at me
So
like,
like I grabbed the
"You
can
serious?"
and I just popped it and then we did it. But
And you drink it.
it was like a baptism outside because everyone would have beer all over them.
Yeah,
Oh
bro.
yeah, on their
was
hands,
funny.
their pants. There was just like.
It was
beer on the
everywhere.
floor.
Yeah, but that was
I
funny.
remember.
But yeah, it is a different perspective coming from my end, how I went through high school, and how you guys went through high school.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, it was different.
it's a whole different world, bro. Like I
course.
feel like I was going to a private school, compared to what you guys are doing too. So it definitely is a different side of the world. When it's 30 miles away from my school. So
Yeah, bro. That's crazy.
it's crazy,
right?
man. Yeah. Jumping back into the graffiti that we were talking about.
Yeah, so
You guys got into some trouble, right? And then you did choose.
yeah,
did
I got into
bro.
some trouble in
We
school
really
and,
did.
and
Trouble
out,
too, right?
out of school too.
Some great
Yeah.
memories.
So
Yeah.
tell us about
Good
that, bro.
times.
How was
I
that?
feel like, well, I got into graffiti because one of my good friends, man. Shout out Alex.
Yeah.
That's that's a crazy dude, man. He looks like the one of the people that belong at the Salty Spittoon on SpongeBob. Just like
Big
Yeah.
husky,
Like
big husky
yeah,
biker.
yeah.
Like,
tough guy.
Dude.
I mean, benching everything.
But like,
Alex, man.
he got me
ruthless.
into writing,
That guy.
and introduced me to it. Then it's just like it was like a disease. I just started like
Definitely,
writing
man.
my name over and over and over again. Once I found my name, it's like then it graduated from writing in a book to writing it on like a bathroom stall,
yeah.
ordering like
Mops.
OTR markers and shit
Yeah.
like from
OTR.
33 Third and all those like
Yeah.
websites and stuff.
Damn. Yeah, you're right about that, man.
But
Hey, comment if you guys know what we're talking about. I feel
Yeah,
like there's
for
not a
real.
lot of taggers out there, at least that I know of.
So you telling me
Like
that went to
soft
Michael's or
ones.
AC Moore?
we did.
We did, bro.
We
That's
did.
where you would
Yeah, that's where they had
get
good discounts.
free
there.
99, yeah.
They had good
The
discounts.
free 99,
bro.
the 5-finger discount.
We went to Walmart once, bro. We used to be so influenced by YouTube, bro, me and Brian. We used to do everything we would see on YouTube because the LA taggers were
Yo,
just
those-
crazy, bro.
No, man, they give no.
So like
fucks
they
at
would go
all.
into Walmart and at the time now it's closed off, like the plant section at Walmart. But at the time you could come out from the plant section after you pay for your stuff.
Yep.
So we would fill up the
Exactly.
carts
Yeah.
with paint,
That's
like
funny
spray
because
paint,
he knows what he's
and then we
talking
would
about.
put stuff on top so that you wouldn't be able to tell that there was like a bunch of paint cans. And then we
Yeah.
would just leave out through the paint section
Just
with
like,
it and put everything in the car. It was in my mom's car too, bro. And my mom used to know we were doing that shit because sometimes like my dad would find spray paint bottles that would roll out of the seat.
Oh my
And
god.
they used to bitch us, but she would know because sometimes they would go to like down the street, like the San Jose or whatever, and my name would be big as shit in the wall. And my dad would always give me the talk, bro. He's like, dog, how did I see your ass all the way up there where I work?
Damn.
He's like, stop writing that shit, you're gonna get in trouble. And they would always say it until we like finally got in trouble, bro. And that was the end of our graffiti
course.
career.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Can you talk about that? My bad, bro.
Yeah. So me,
What
I
happened there,
got in trouble twice. Once, two times when I was in high school in Blade. One time I tagged the inside of the bathroom with a spray paint. It was a little one like this black one right here. And those were like pocket joints you could throw in your book bag. So I would take it out in the bathroom. And I used to be wild, bro. Like I would do it while people were using the bathroom. I would just go in there and I would almost be like cocky with it.
You're taking
like,
a Duke and you're like,
yeah. Like,
I know, right?
yeah, so I remember
It didn't act
used
for
to
sure.
write P-Log, a bunch of other shit.
PLO.
And then that happened, but the second time I got caught was when I did it in the hallway, and I thought the cameras and the walls didn't work.
In the hallway,
bro,
damn,
you're
Yeah.
bossy, bro.
Sheesh.
Because I thought the cameras didn't work, bro. So I was like, fuck it.
Damn, but you're
Did
going
it,
hard.
and then coming out of the lunchroom, I remember
What'd you
that
tag?
I used to write P-Log everywhere, bro.
P-Log.
Or at the time, we used to be in BPL, like a little gang
Yeah.
from around here. So we would
Ew,
write like
shucks, I know,
BPL, Surtrese, all that shit. So but I would only write P-Log. So I wrote that. And then I remember coming out of lunch, they got me and the dude was like, we're going to expel you.
Damn.
But my dad and my mom came. Well, actually, only my dad showed up. He was pissed. He didn't even understand English like that, bro. But they showed him the tape because I was denying it. I was like, it wasn't me. And they showed him the tape, bro. I had
And
the
it's
same
just
clothes
like,
on.
Yep, there he is. And
Yeah.
come on, Edwin.
And you know what's crazy? That when they got me, I took my book bag off real quick because I had all this shit in there. So I took it off and I threw it to this one dude. I think they called him Turtle. And we gave it to him, bro. And the cop grabbed it from him and he was like, give me that shit. And they found everything, bro. I literally had my whole record book in that joint, bro. It was like notebooks of tags.
Yeah,
It was all those little prints because I used to put stickers everywhere. And then that was that. I didn't get expelled, but I got suspended for like 10 days.
Wow.
Yeah, but they made me also pay a fine because I
Yeah.
tagged the bathroom.
Mhm.
And
True
then
shit,
I had
yeah.
to clean it too.
That's funny.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
had to clean it?
They made me clean it, but I couldn't take it off, so somebody painted over it. Like the management from the school. I think they were just trying to scare me.
custodians, bro.
Yeah.
They were
Damn,
probably
bro.
trying to
But then the
clean it and
third
going
time
over
when
it.
I got caught was really like outside. Me and Brian got caught like at 2 a.m. in Riverdale, bro. And they put us
RVD?
on like a suspension for like a year and a month, like 13 months.
Like
so
probation.
yeah, so we
So
couldn't
you
be
get 13 months,
outside
yeah.
after like 8 p.m.
Ooh, we got a curfew.
or we would get arrested. Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Damn,
It's like
man.
be more, bro.
yeah.
You can't be 18 if you're 18 you can be outside, but if you're an 18 you can't be outside after
Really?
8 p.m.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they just enforced that recently. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Maybe
Quote me
because
on that.
B-More's all tagged up too.
Oh, yeah, man.
Bro,
that
Squeegee
shit's-
boys gotta go
yeah.
night by 8 p.m. bro.
Yeah, squeegee
Yeah.
boys.
Like I remember, so like, I guess because of like how many, because we had a pretty decent sized crew. It was like 8 or 9 of us.
Nice.
So the whole city was just getting stomped down. Like you would see our crew name everywhere.
Are you like? Were you guys near like Old Town Bonanza?
Yeah, that whole.
Oh,
area.
I know
Sir.
that area.
We were
Holy
just
crap.
crushing that area.
Yeah.
You used
man,
to
we
have a few girls that lived out
Oh
there. Right?
shit!
Chill,
Just a
bro.
little freaky, yeah.
Hey.
Chill. They're still out there, bro.
Hey.
I'm joking,
cut that
baby.
part.
I'm joking, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna edit that out.
Nah, my brother's ex used to live over there.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but that's a different story.
Oh,
yeah, go
her?
ahead, bro. Old Town Manassas, bro.
Oh yeah, but so I guess once the school, found me, I remember I was walking to the bathroom. A police officer from the school was like, "You come here." My agenda had my name on it. Like,
Damn.
your agenda's like where you just jot shit down.
Yeah,
like,
just for fun, just fuck around.
that's how I got caught. But then they had like police watching me in school who I'd be around. So I remember.
Oh
one
yeah,
time
you're right about that. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I was
Yeah,
just chilling
yeah.
at the house. Shit, detective comes to the crib. I go talk to him, and he's
Mm-hmm.
mentioning all my friends' names. I'm like, how the fuck?
Yeah, they used to know everything.
They're
dog.
watching us in school. Like they asked me if I knew, they asked me if I knew him. I was like,
Nah.
nah. I know him.
Damn,
but I
you
don't
switched
talk
up
to
that
him.
easy. You switched it
Yeah.
up.
So, yeah, I don't know him, but
He's like, no.
we see each other in passing. But it got so deep to where one day, like, I was recording somebody in the studio, and then boom, I just hear da 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 da. Engineer man. No, I'm just playing. But, engineer, like, they knocked on the door.
QC.
They had a whole warrant, everything, like. So they came in, and I was smarter than that by then, just seeing other people get fucked over. So I didn't have nothing. You just get asking me questions. Like, yo, that artwork in your room, I seen it, and there was nothing in there. So I'm just like, I don't know. But got fucked up. After that, everyone just calmed down. Like we
Yeah.
had to.
Damn.
It was such a small city, but
Everyone kind of grows out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Me
course.
and Brian had like an addiction, bro. We used to go every Friday night. Like as soon as my
Like-
parents fell
like
asleep, we
snitching and
sneak out.
shit. Be like, I need some more
Yeah, man,
fucking.
but that's what we did,
And
Franklin.
it got to the
Yeah.
point because I remember Brian used to kind of bitch me out when I wouldn't go with him. It got to the point where I would tell him like, "Oh, you a bitch! Like, let's go, stop being soft, this and that."
But isn't that satisfaction of like when you do that fill and then you do that outline and you just see it and start doing
And
it.
you're
it's
just
like,
doing it all fast.
Or if you do it on like
Yeah.
those so-called heaven spots that people can't reach.
Right.
Yes,
You told me
man.
about those.
Yeah.
You,
Yeah,
you
my
pointed
dad-
me out one of those spots when you were driving by your neighborhood. It was like on a bridge,
Yeah,
and you told me that you were the only one that tagged that, and
Yeah.
like people were like, "Oh shit, who's that?"
yeah, bro. In
Yeah.
school, I did one. Never mind, I didn't do nothing.
Come on.
Yeah, we got to be careful.
Yeah, no, dog.
This is all
Anyway.
just fiction, by the way.
Yeah,
Yes,
this is
guys.
we're just making up
Just
stories.
all for fun.
Based
Yeah.
on
Fiction based on true.
it's fiction. It's all fiction.
Fiction based on true.
But yeah,
You go,
like,
Franklin. Shoot shit.
None of
But
this is
man.
real.
Imagine I'm 47 and the people come and they're like, "Yo, that was you. I saw your podcast, buddy."
No, it's like, oh.
so about that,
So everyone here has served, and they've done their,
Yeah.
their community service hours. So everything's wiped
Yeah,
off now.
mhm,
So
yeah,
Facts.
of course.
We're-
We've done
we're good to go.
our time. Well, yeah, basically because I remember me and him. So when he
You ever
got
cellmates?
caught, huh?
You ever cellmates?
Yeah, we worked. I was like, dude, was like, yo, come on, Franklin. I know, right? The fucking
Stop
top
shaking
bunk.
the bed.
I know, top
Stop
bunk.
shaking the bed.
That's funny, but nah, man. But we gone through a lot of shit together, man. To just like, for real, man. To not just through those cop experiences, but just some crazy shit too. Like through graffiti, it's like there's been some crazy ass shit, man, that we never thought that we'd see. But yeah, man. From no, for real, to like from accidents, the ghosts too, man. Swear.
Come on, bro. Tell
Swear.
us. Let's get deep in this right here.
Ghosts?
Dude, you want to tell them or me?
sure, I'll tell one. We'll back and forth, man.
Okay, go.
Yo, adjust the microphone a little bit towards you, more scratch, so you can.
because this
so
is
it's like
missing
right
out.
under.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's because we're trying
No,
out these
just
new mic setups.
just scoot,
okay,
scoot
okay.
it forward. Scoot it towards you. Like
Just
that
put
way.
it right here.
There we go.
Oh,
There we go. That's perfect.
There we go.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
go.
Let it hit your chest.
All right,
One
Franklin.
time, shoot, it was like in the fall. We just linked up one night, packed the bag up. We had like hella cans in the backpack. We're walking down, and probably like 5 minutes into our walk, we just hear like a big crash, boom.
Oh yeah, just a skirt. Then
And we're
boom.
like, what the? We turn around. It's like a truck had flipped over. A drunk driver had crashed. It was nobody outside. It was
Yeah.
like 3 a.m. We're the only people outside.
Yeah,
Bruh.
there's like nobody there but some two Spanish kids with book bags.
Right. And then it's like, we're
Wonder
looking
what?
around.
Wonder was in the book bags.
It's a lady jumping up inside the windshield like, help. And I'm like, damn, bro, what do we do? He's like, let's help her. So I jump
They
on
helped
top.
them out.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, seriously.
I
what's
jump
up,
on the
bro.
truck.
Yeah, we did, man.
I didn't realize how heavy a car door was until
Strong
then.
ass.
I'm like,
Damn.
she climbed out. She had blood on her hands. I'm like, she
He was
climbed
like,
out.
"Don't touch me."
I
Don't
slammed
touch
the
me
door
with
on her
shit.
fingers. It's like, nah.
Those fingers are like this.
He was like, "Gotcha."
But, she got
That's
out.
right, bitch.
And as soon as she gets out, she goes, I'll be back. And
Yeah,
runs off.
and she dips. Yeah,
What?
swear.
She was the drunk driver.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
she just leaves.
someone out of house opens the door and is like, what's going on? So now we're stuck with the truck.
Yeah,
Too bad.
yeah.
So
no,
you guys took the lady out, and she said,
ran
"I'll be
off.
back."
She ran
Yes,
off.
swear.
So
And
now
she
we're
just
at the
leaves.
scene, and like all these cops show up. Like I swear, it's like probably like 5 cars or more. It was a lot of police that came.
Just street blue lights.
They're just asking questions and shit, and then
Y'all
another-
stayed there to answer them.
Well, yeah,
They
because
held us
we were
there.
just stuck there.
'Cause
So
the
it's-
thing is,
Bro, I would have left so fast as soon as the lady ran. I would have went running
I would've
behind her,
passed
bro.
her, bro.
because the lady was like, "What's going on?" So we're like, "Shit, somebody crashed."
I'm faster, bitch.
In
saying the B word
retrospect,
too
we
much.
probably should have ran for real,
Yeah. So what happened, bro?
bro.
I'm imagining Daryl. I'm imagining Daryl running in the
Bro, you
Birkenstock jumps.
yo,
Oh hell no!
bro, you know my ass ain't running that fast too, bro.
Is that what you normally wear?
I like wearing my Birks. They're
Got the Birks
they're
on.
comfortable, but then I noticed that my feet hurt afterwards, so they're not comfortable. They don't have the proper foot comfort and foot.
Dog.
You
you
wear them
know.
with socks?
Yeah.
You're a shoebie, man.
Chill, bro. It's winter with socks. In the summer or spring,
Shout
socks come out.
Rocket Power.
Get my feet done, and then get my feet done, and then I don't wear socks.
This guy.
I can never do sandals of any sort.
Bruh,
Yeah.
you gotta do sandals, bro.
But
But go ahead, bro. Tell us what happened
Yeah,
after
bro,
the lady
finish up,
dipped
bro.
and
My
the cops came.
I was having
life
thoughts
is
in
great,
my head,
man.
bro. I'm sorry.
they asked all our info and shit. We're like, oh yeah, blah blah.
Yeah.
They start asking him his info. He's
And
like,
for me, just like stuck, man. No, for
Like
swear, man. It's
stuck.
like, I mean, just like stuck trying to say my name. But then this guy was like, okay, his name is this. He lives here.
I knew all his
No, for real.
information.
Yo, he
seriously.
switched up on you, and then he snitched on you.
I
at
know,
another
right?
time.
Yeah. But yeah, man. But
I
that's
was
what
like
happened.
looking at his script, like, why
What
can't
the-
he talk? Is he
Yeah,
nervous?
but-
What's going on?
Yeah,
type
but I
shit.
mean, man, I just stutter. I mean,
Right.
but yeah.
That's cool, bro.
And then after all that, you know, they're like, okay, it's just some kids. I'm trying not to move to make no can noises and shit.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
no!
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
the lady's like, do y'all need a ride? Where were y'all going? We're like, oh, go to a friend's house. She gave us a ride to the spot.
Where I was gonna
Yeah,
take.
I was like,
no swear.
So
yeah.
right
Right here at the tunnel.
yeah, she dropped us off at the bridge. Oh yeah, the house is around here.
And then
Yeah.
just
That's
Free
funny,
ride.
bro.
check out the spot.
Wow.
And then walk down.
One time we were tagging this
Oh, that's
bridge. We were under the bridge, and I remember we came out, and it's crazy because it was in St. Bernard where we go to church, so that they knew my parents really
that
well.
bridge?
And when we came out, the priest that
Oh.
was there at the time saw us, and he just looked at us. He was like,
He was like,
"I'll
oh,
tell
you
your
mom.
mom." Never told my mom, bro.
Damn.
And he was
Hey, he lied, bro.
Yeah, nah,
He ain't a minute
Shout out
guy.
to
He
Priest.
lied.
no, that's why I used to mess with him though, bro. He was one of the coolest ones there. But I always think about that because when we were down there, I remember there was a homeless dude sleeping, and we still tagged up the bridge, bro.
You guys tagged the
We were just
homeless
like-
guy too.
You
We
tagged
tagged
him
his
up?
house. It's crazy, bro.
Tagged the homeless
He
guy.
got
house.
low.
So what's up with these ghost stories, bro? What's up? I know Manassas has some ghosts, right? A lot of Civil
yeah.
War stuff over there and all that stuff.
No, really. But all right. So long story short, so it was me, him, and this one friend of ours. So we go into this one tunnel. It's down the road from where from where his mom lives. No, yeah.
Oh yeah, I know where that's at.
Hey,
You a
true.
op, bro. I'm telling people where I live.
You switch
Well,
on him, he's gonna
basically,
switch on you
yeah,
now.
but we're there, man. And so we're all there.
Cops
We're
are
just
like-
chilling and everything. And so there's a tunnel, but you walk on this road, and there's like a sidewalk, so you could just go off it and go down. And we're right there, and then we're like just there doing our shit, street painting, and then I get done first because it's of course scratch, you know. And then after that,
The better
it's
of the two.
Franklin, and then we're just there painting, and then I go into so there's like two tunnels, right? There was one over here, one over there, and then I get done with mine, and then I go over there, and we're just there chilling, and so we're down there with like these little light joints.
Your headlamps.
So we're just there painting.
What time is this, by the way?
Oh, for real? I think it was like what, Frank? Like the 2 a.m. something
Yeah,
like
it
that.
was early in the morning. Right?
Yeah, not
bro.
really. It's like a 2
We
in the
go
morning.
paint early as shit, like late night.
That's
yeah.
really
So it's like 2 in the morning, and we're just there painting, and then out of nowhere we hear some like girl's voice. We're just like, oh, like, and we're just like, and but what's funny is that we all heard it, and we all like just
We covered our
turn,
lights.
turned heads, and then like that, and then after that, the moment we turned our heads, a mate goes to silent.
Silent.
And then we hear them, and well, it's like the top of a can get thrown in the tunnel, and you hear it go like that, and so we're thinking, oh shit, man, it's not someone up there, it's in here. So we're like, oh, like yo, what the fuck, like yo, this is crazy. So we get our cans and we just leave, and we're yeah. But since then, we've never been back, and
Shit
it's
scared
just
the fuck out of me.
somebody
Fucking
skateboarding
skater boys,
outside.
boy.
I know skateboarding in the back.
skater boy.
But yeah, man. But I mean, yeah, man. But that was one of them, though. But we were all
You were
shook.
the first one out. Look, this guy. Listen, man. When that happened, we're all quiet. Had our hands over the headlamp, and we're trying to say who's gonna be the one to go get the backpacks at the end of the tunnel.
You guys
So-
dip without the backpacks?
Nah, my homeboy went to go grab him. He's crazy. He went to go get him. He come
Yo,
back.
shout out
As soon as we
Alex.
go, Scratch is like pushing us to be the first one out the tunnel.
Yeah, right.
He got
There
out.
it
I was
is.
like,
Yeah,
damn.
Yeah, right.
I was gonna get snatched
Oh,
up by the
nah.
little
It
girl.
was like Scooby Doo. Like he
I don't know if you guys were really friends when y'all were young, bro. It doesn't sound like it. He just gave his address of the tunnel where y'all
I know,
went.
right? Yes, that's true.
My op, man.
I know, right?
Oh man,
That's funny.
My man scratched dip like Scooby Doo, bro.
Yeah, for real.
But
All right, bro. How about we get to those questions that they were asking on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
Instagram.
got a couple
Okay,
questions
yeah.
too. We want to ask you
It's all
guys.
good, man.
Just random questions. We're just gonna throw them at you.
All right.
All right,
Sure.
so we'll start with yeah, I have a bunch of random questions, so feel free to reply however you want. You
Okay.
too, bro.
All right.
You
Oh,
too,
I
right?
will.
Shoot
So
your
let's
shot.
start with the first questions. Do you guys believe in that there's a higher force out of this world that exists? For example, like aliens and other like high intelligent creatures out there
Yeah.
beyond our
Mm-hmm.
intelligence.
The Earth is flat. I don't believe that.
Flat Earth
Yeah,
believer.
I know, right?
I think there is, bro.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
man.
I definitely think there's. I think we're just one planet of many,
Yeah, of course,
and
man.
I think there's a bunch more out there. Because think about it. Has anybody ever like really explored the whole space? Like,
I
Yeah,
feel like we
bro, there's-
scratched maybe the surface of it.
yeah,
Yeah, really, because man, it's like there's
like
no
they can't
way.
even get to the moon easily. You know? What I mean? Like,
yeah, but
imagine
there's
what's
one
past that.
thing that I be thinking, man. Like, there's no way we're just so lucky to be the ones on Earth on this planet when there's for real, man. It's like, man, space is infinite, man. That shit goes on for like forever, and there's galaxies and shit like that. It's like there's no way we're that special to be the only ones. But well, that's just me. But
We are fortunate to be where we are.
hey, yeah, we
Think
are.
about this. Have y'all ever actually looked through a telescope?
I've seen images, but I haven't looked
Yeah, me
myself.
neither.
Yeah.
Bro, that changed. I used to really think like, damn, are we in like some big bubble like with like painted like what is this? But I looked through a telescope one time and I was like, damn, space is for real. Like you see shit moving up there.
Yeah, there's like stars, just like
stars.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy as hell.
My parents live out in Damascus, which is kind of like where like Manassas. It's far out from like the cities. And at night, bro, you look up, you can see like the satellites
Yeah.
moving, the
You
stars.
can really see like the stars are really
Boom.
close to over there, bro.
Yeah, it's
course,
like because there's no light
Yeah,
pollution, so like you can see the
course.
space
It's
really
not like
clearly.
Riverdale.
Yeah, there's a lot of pollution over there. So yeah, man. So yeah, I find it kind of astonishing that for some reason we are the most intelligent live on Earth.
I
Yeah,
think
on
we're
Earth so
on Earth.
far, you
Okay,
know?
okay. Yeah.
On Earth.
so far.
I find it kind of sad, but I feel like we've kind of like
I don't think
gone
we are,
beyond
though.
ourselves.
I think there were smarter people before us.
Oh,
I
hell
think
yeah,
so, too.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Because all
For
this
sure.
stuff, like,
Like the 7 wonders of the world,
yeah,
like
bro.
how they make the pyramids. And
Yeah,
Wow.
Bro, the pyramid things is another.
yeah, man.
Those pyramids
Yeah.
are ridiculous.
Or when they cut like when the aliens cut the crops and they're like perfectly
crop
bro.
circles?
They're like
like crop circles, but they're like perfectly formed. Like,
Yeah, to,
like
like,
as
say
if somebody
something.
did it with like a ruler or
Yeah,
something.
mhm.
Like
Or like
Yeah.
that. Have y'all seen that video went viral of that temple? I don't know where it was, but the guy starts clapping like next to it.
Oh yeah.
When he claps in front of it, it makes the sound of the national
oh,
bird.
it's in
so.
Mexico.
So
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what?
yes,
What's
yes,
funny?
yeah.
When I went to Guatemala with the team like a few years ago, but when we were in Guatemala, they were saying how in the temples, bro, if you go to like anywhere near the temples, there's 2 temples right there, like across from each other. If you go anywhere in like this, like in front of the temples and you clap, you can't hear nothing that echoes from both temple to temple. But if you go directly in the middle from both the temples, if you clap, you can hear it from the whole. It literally echoes through the
It
whole
travels
temple.
Yeah,
out
shit.
and comes back
Yeah,
down.
and they were saying that because back in the day they didn't have all like the mics and speakers and shit like
Yeah.
that, so they would do it to where like somehow the sound waves would travel up the temples and everybody could hear the voice when somebody at the top
Yeah,
would
of
talk.
course.
I feel like
So,
the
like,
acoustics
how did
are
they do
like
that, bro?
insane about it. Yeah.
It's
So you know what's
so
crazy?
perfect.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Well, the one thing that this is just my like thought process, but like, well, yes, I do feel that we're very smart and we do all this like, man, like, you know, tech shit and everything. And yes, it's very advanced, but like I feel that the like true smart ones were like the people of like the back, well, like
That
back
started
in the day.
fire and stuff like that.
Yeah, because like, well, I feel that they used their mind and some force, like, to actually, like, you know, to make them
To get
think.
creative?
Yeah, because I feel that the true power is in your mind and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I feel that, man, it's like there wasn't no like fucking phones or laptops or anything like that. Man, it's like, well, it's like, what did they do to get that type of like thought process?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the need of survival and the need of evolution and trying to be better for next generations. Like
Yeah.
tools, bro. Like tools that were
Yeah,
created for
uh-huh.
crops, tools that were created, you know, to do surgeries and all that
Yeah,
crazy
exactly.
stuff. Like it's
funny because today,
astonishing.
sorry to cut you off, bro.
Go ahead, man.
Today, me and Brian were talking about relationships,
Hey.
and it's funny because as soon as I came in, I forgot how the conversation started, but he was like, "Bro, what do you rate yourself from a 1 to 10?"
In regards to
In regards to physical looks. Yeah.
Okay.
So then we started talking about how like you could rate yourself a 7 off looks, right? But when it comes to like looks, I feel like you can see. Okay, long story short, we were saying because I can get deep into that, and I'm sure we probably still can, but just to get to the end, at the end he was like, "Damn, what the fuck was I gonna say?"
Oh, true.
I just had a
we're,
brain fart,
we're
bro.
rating
This
looks.
fucking alcohol is
Rating
like
looks, bro.
No.
Rating
catching
looks.
up. But what did he say? Oh, he was like, over time, he feels like females and men just get more shallow and shallow, because if at one point you rated somebody like a 10 based off of looks, their personality, like everything that they offer, you can rate them a 10 based off of that. But I feel like now if you see somebody and she automatically looks good, you're like, damn, like she's a 10. And everything else that she brings to the table, like she could be dumb, she probably has no conversation, no personality. But if she looks good, people are willing to stay with that.
Yeah.
Those men can speak for themselves, man.
Yeah.
The men that think
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Because I heard something the other day and I was like, damn, that's dope. It was pick your wife with your eyes closed. And pretty much like,
Nice.
I heard the same thing, but in a dark room. Pick your wife in a dark room.
oh, I thought you heard it in the dark room.
Well, yeah. No, but it's the same saying though.
That's like
what I
the
heard.
show, bro. The blind date show.
Oh, Love at First Sight. No,
Fuck
what's
that
it
show.
called?
Don't get me started on that
No,
show,
but what's
man.
it
Love
called?
is Blind.
Love at
Love is Blind.
Love is
Love is
Blind.
I'm
Blind.
mad at that show right now.
You were in it, bro?
That scene, bro.
I actually started watching it, man.
That's
Really? I
scene?
thought you were in it.
Are you in season 3? Was it season 3?
freak.
I don't know. All I know is I'm mad.
Bro, that show's stupid.
But like, seriously.
It's stupid, but it's
entertaining.
interesting though.
But
It's
they,
interesting.
here's the thing. They pick modern people for that show. People with like, you know what I'm saying?
Like they need to come to the DMV is what you're saying, right?
Hey,
That's what I'm
right?
saying.
Come on.
Yeah,
get
bro.
some Maryland,
Get some
Virginia.
tortas on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Get some tortas.
But,
Hey, them-
For real though,
Jones.
like,
Hell yeah.
they
What's
say-
up, baby?
they
You want to
say,
go to Taco Los Perez?
I've never been there. We going?
boy,
We're going to Looney's
We're
tonight,
gonna lose
guys.
after this.
Yeah,
Some
we're actually just sipping right now, pre-gaming for Looney's because my boy's never gone to Looney's. So,
Yeah.
yep.
Mm.
For those that know,
Lucy Sally's.
yeah, he called it
So,
Lucy
so
Salad.
what were you saying, bro?
Oh no, I was just, I was just tying off of what.
Hey, Scratch,
P-Lo
let's
was
have our
saying.
own conversation. Let's
Yo,
talk
come
about
on,
that.
chill, bro. Yeah, so Scratch, do you have any questions that are like burning
In my brain right now.
your in your,
Well,
in your mind?
Let me see. For real, man, I got no clue right now, man. Like some questions. Yeah, man, but
What was a pivotal moment for you
okay.
in life where you realized? Because here's something I think I would like you to speak on.
Oh, sure, bro. All right.
You worked construction so many years.
Yo, for like 8 years straight
Well-
after high school.
What was that moment where you're like, damn, like, I want to get out of here and I'm really going to do this tattooing stuff?
Okay. Well, basically, all right, man. But just let me think. Let me try to process everything. Okay, so basically, I say that man, I was working in it for like the first few years, young and everything like that. But I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna work and try to stack up some money. But then life happened. Shit, man, I got super broke and everything like that. So I really was forced to like think like, okay, what can I do to better my own self, man? But not just like me in a monetary sense, but like myself, my mind, like what can I do to better me? Then yeah, man, I started thinking like, okay, man, well, let me try to be more positive, do more shit. And then after that, that's when me and you, I think okay, so there was that one time in the basement where we were like, yo, bro, man, it's like we're destined to do more. So there was a day that me and him, we were just there chilling, drinking and shit like that, but we knew that we were destined to do more. And so that's when we dove into the music stuff, and we did that for like a while. And then yeah, man, but him though, man, he's been doing music for like a long time. And then I saw him do it, and then I picked it up, and then we started to do his own tracks and shit like that. And then after that, man, I dove into beat making. And once that started, man, that's when shit really started to take off, and we started to to be like, you know what, man, we could change our lives in this shit, and we started to look forward to like a better future, and be like, you know what, man, and we just got to stick to this and try to change our lives. And then yeah, man, so basically we just knew that there was more for us, but the most important thing though is like that faith in yourself and in God, because without that, man, you're for man, we aren't gonna do shit, man. Because if it's just on our own hopes, our own thing, we're just gonna get so far. But with God, oh man, it goes on for forever. Yeah.
Cheers to that, bro.
Man. Yeah. So basically, yeah, man. We just knew that we were destined to do more, and through music is how we found that motivation in ourselves and our craft. And then we kind of stopped like the music in a bit, and then after that, there was one day where like I sat down on my couch and I was like, you know what, man, I do want to do something else. And then after that, I started thinking like, you know what, man, what why not take pictures or do photography? And I did think about it, and about that drone, remember?
The drone, you said?
Yeah, drone for like, you know, shit like that. But then I took it back, and then I was like, you know what, nah. And then after that, just went on, and then I was like, you know what, yes, man, that's it. Tattoos, because I've been drawn since like a kid and everything, and what motivated me even more though is because I do got a cousin by the name of Lex, and so after that, I was just like, yo, Lex, so like, you know, just talking to him and everything like that, and so I got my tax money, and he helped me buy all my shit and everything, and then yeah, man, but that's when I started to do tattoos, and it went on and on. But then again, though, I feel that all that stems from like that first start of like knowing who you are and what you want to do with your life, because if you don't know yourself or your friends around you, then you're not going to do much, because shit, man, it's like, man, there's friends that can distract you. There's people that can drag you down, but you gotta know yourself.
Do you think it was hard figuring that out though?
Oh hell yeah, man! Because I felt that like for real, to get to that point, man, I lost a lot of people in my life. They passed away, so that forced me to think different, and that made me think like, you know what, man, I got to appreciate the life that I live. And then yeah, man, so I thought like, yeah, and then again though, yeah, man, I guess it was like, you know what, if they're gone, but I'm gonna do this for them.
That's right.
So yeah,
Nice.
And I'm sure they're looking down on you, bro, and then they're making sure that you're on the right path, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Cheers to that, man.
Yeah,
and when was your? Do you remember that? What year was your first like tattoo that you did? Like,
oh yeah, so I would say that my first official tat was like on my sister Marisol. Hey, shout out to you.
Shout out, big sis.
Yeah, her.
What you do on her? What do you remember that?
So basically, I did this little what was that? Alright, bro. So man, I'm sure you know, but it's the God grant me the serenity for like the wisdom and stuff like that. Yeah, that joint, man, on her back.
Nice.
So yeah, that was my first joint. So
It was like a script.
Scripture?
Yeah. So that was my first joint, but it kind of works out because my first tap was something God related.
There you go.
So
Nice.
God was the
There
one
you
to
go.
like, you know what? Hey.
What was your worst tattoo?
All right, so my worst tattoo was on
It's
you,
all
bro.
on Lex.
Yeah.
So my worst tattoo was on you.
On you.
Let's dabble into that, man.
Okay, so basically there was with this one day that I went to
Thought
his
he was
house.
joking.
No, really,
No,
seriously.
seriously.
No, for real, yeah.
I have a line in a song where I say 136. I got it scarred on my chest. Some. I
And
really
it's
got it scarred on my chest
there.
because he dug so deep with that needle. It just
And it just peeled off, like legit. Like he grabbed it and it came off.
Damn.
the
Yeah, man,
letters.
but
the letter.
yeah, for real, man. But I was just like, fuck, man. Like,
So, I mean, just so the people know, you also didn't go through your regular apprenticeship, right?
oh no, man. I said fuck that
Straight
shit, man.
kitchen tats.
Yeah, really,
Street
man.
artist, for
Yeah,
real.
yeah, for real, man. And the people that know what's up are well, there's just a chosen few,
Joseph, you.
Not really, because there's just a small few that actually were there with me then, and they're still with me now. So
Shout out to them
yeah, for real, man.
for believing in you when nobody
Shout out
else
for
did,
the
bro.
real ones.
Yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah.
And then so I started doing it in the kitchen, and just doing it there. So I would work all week, and for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I would do that just so I did that for like a long time. But then again, though, man, it's because I would tell myself, man, it's like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to grow? And that's what I did.
And bro, what made you want to go full time into doing it though?
Full time doing it,
Because you did construction for so long. What made you want to take the leap into full time Monday through Friday?
Full time doing it because I started making more than my construction money. But that's when I was like, you know what, man? It's like sure, man. If like.
Weekend.
Yeah,
on 3 days.
Yeah,
3 days of work.
Yeah, on 3 days, and to
true.
think about it, man, I'd be in the heat, in the cold, man, just hours there, and I'd make like what, man, like 500 or 600, and then in 3 days, yeah, bro, a fucking week, and in 3 days, I'll probably make like 6 or more. So I mean, it's like, you know what, yeah, man, but it's time to fucking do this shit for real. And then after that's when I think. Oh, so basically, so there's a shop in Virginia. They reached out to me, but I was like, yeah, cool, what's up, and this and that.
Odyssey.
Yeah.
Shout out Odyssey, man.
Shout out Odyssey. Yeah.
Shout out to Odyssey, bro.
Yeah, for real. But then so then after that, they reached out to me. But then I remember that
That's
same
an
day.
inside joke, by the way.
Yeah. But so basically, so that happened, and then after that, I was telling Alex about it, and he told me like, hey man, so why not just join our shop? Boy, and then he talked to P-Loc, and then you, and then yeah, man. But that's how it started,
Yeah,
and
bro.
then
And now you're here.
fuck yeah, man. And I've grown a lot.
Glad to have you here too, bro. I feel like you're a good addition.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
But what's crazy though is because, man, it's like when I joined, I told myself like, you know what, man, I'm gonna make sure that P-Loc is glad that I'm there, man. It's like that, man. I made sure that, like, you know, if I'm there, man, it's gonna be for like a reason, for like a purpose to actually to not just be there to do tattoos, but like to add to the team, to help them grow. And then yeah, man. But that's what it's been, man. And I've been here for like 2 years now.
It's crazy, bro. When you say it like that, 2 years.
Oh yeah, bro. Right.
Damn, bro. Time flies.
Fuck yeah, super fast, man.
It's about to be 3, probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's about to be
something like
3,
that,
right?
because y'all started at the house. The
The College
the
Park
one in
house.
College
The
Park.
trap house, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. We were there for like almost 2 years. Well, you came a little later to the team, but
Yes, yeah.
I know with Lex Tats, we were there for like almost 2 years.
Yeah, bro.
But like, I will say, like, from the outside looking in, like, you guys all have a real good marriage within the shop. Like, everybody's
For real, man.
cool, everybody gets along well, and
Oh,
just like
family.
a family, of course, everyone probably has their own, like, you know, y'all might brush shoulders and bump heads on a certain day. You know, you work with your brother, like, but that's what family is. Like, you can't take that out of the equation, and I think all of
Yeah.
you guys are a real good blend here
Yeah,
at
I
the
feel
shop.
like there has to be those up and downs, but those are the ones that make you stronger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And
Yeah.
it's like a tribe. Like, every shop is a tribe, and what y'all got is solid. Like,
For
Thanks,
real.
man.
I see.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, it's very rarely that we hear. Well, actually, lately we have, but like to hear like what people think about us from the outside.
Yeah, I
you
feel
know?
like this podcast stuff has really been showing us that,
yeah,
you know, like, we probably don't ever
There's a
notice
lot-
it, but
there's a lot of
everybody else
eyes on
Oh,
does.
really? Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
lot of eyes on us, and we don't even notice it. Like we just do it because we want to do it, and because we think that it's gonna help us with the business
Yeah.
and building everyone up.
Right.
And but people from the outside are like, "What the fuck?
And
What
another
they got
Yeah,
going on
uh-huh,
there?"
Yeah,
man.
bro.
One thing I notice in here too is ego. There is none. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, I feel like a lot of times when people get into a situation, or let's say someone gets into a new shop, they have an ego. Like, oh, I'm dope. I'm here because I'm this. I'm here because I can do that. But in reality, that's gonna hurt you. Like, your mission should be to make the shop look good, not make yourself look good.
Yeah,
Because collectively, the shop is all one. You're part of this tribe. You know what I'm saying?
that's true.
So
Yeah,
I think ego hurts a lot of people, and I think
Very true.
I feel like that's something that gets overlooked a lot.
No,
Is when
that's very
someone-
true.
Yeah.
I think adding to that, I've had a few people that have hit us up to join the shop, and I feel like I pay attention to that a lot because I noticed that the team we have now, we're very like, you can almost call us like too reserved or too like quiet.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we're just very, very calm, very like humble people, because we don't like to like. I mean, I'm not gonna say we're the best either, but I feel like we don't like to brag or boast, and I think that's what keeps all of us like grounded.
But sometimes you see, all right, in the music world, right? I live by that same principle. I have so many clients that like to work with me because I don't have an ego. I'm not there like, no, do that again, or hey, that's not good. Like, I let the artist create. Like, let them do what they do, and then from there we build. Like, it's not about us. It's about
you express yourself.
Right, just like you guys. Like, it's about obviously your art, but it's about the client. How are we going to cater to this client and give them the best piece we can give them? Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
the clients have a big weight on what we do and how we do it. Because like, for example, like on the Christmas stuff that we like to do, this is the first year we've done it, but we've talked about it before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
The whole giving back.
okay.
Yeah.
We did a huge
Very
toy
true.
drive, bro. We had, I forgot how many hundreds
it was-
toys we had.
Yeah, it
was like
was
more than 200.
more than
at least,
200
yeah.
toys.
But
Y'all
that
have them
was
right here, right? I think
yeah,
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 right
it was
here.
on
we
the
could
side
barely
right
walk
here.
into a shop, bro. That's how
With
many
the
toys we
tree.
had.
Yeah.
And
And
we
it's
did
crazy
that
'cause-
to give back.
Yeah, bro. And it's crazy because we were only in the shop for like 3-4 months at the time.
Yeah.
Barely,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, so for
Just
us to have
starting
gotten
off,
that
man.
many toys, it was a great outcome.
Yeah, that kind of showed us the amount of eyes that we have on us,
Right.
you know, and the amount of well, not the amount, but like the pool that we can get from our clients. Why?
Right.
Because they value us and they care about us and they're loyal to us. So they see us trying to do something for the community and they come and help us make that happen.
It's like the Jones effect, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start doing something good, everybody wants to get involved.
yeah,
Mhm.
and we've seen that too with a lot of other shops.
Yeah.
They try to imitate us and they ask us, you know, how are you guys doing this? How are you guys doing that? And we tell them.
Yeah, we
We
have
tell
no
them,
issue,
you know,
bro.
we ain't hiding anything.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Ain't
if
no
anything,
gatekeeping.
we feel good that, you know, they want to know or that we can help somebody else.
Yeah.
All
Because
for the greater good.
we never think of it like we're trying to be better than you. We're thinking of it like, yo, this would be cool. What if we do a
Right.
podcast, bro?
Yeah.
Let me
You know?
ask you something, Pilo, because you would consider yourself a master of your craft, right? Of course, you're always learning, right? But how do you feel about sharing knowledge and techniques? Because in the music world especially, I encounter a lot of people, you know, amongst my peers, you know, I'll see another guy that doesn't want to share how he does something because he thinks someone's going to steal his client or someone's going to be better than him. But in my opinion, you can go find that shit on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, it's just true.
Simple.
Like, all these
Really.
techniques, I'm a big believer in sharing what you know because it's going to come back to you. You can't have a full cup all the time
Mhm.
because then you can't replenish your cup. How do you feel about that? in
So
the
I
tattoo world?
think I like to share, bro. I definitely like to help people out. I think what I've been getting a lot of lately, though, is just people that don't even like draw, bro. People that don't really, you can tell they don't have the passion for the art, asking me like questions that, like you said, you could find on YouTube. But they'll ask me like, how do I make a straight line? And I cannot even answer that to myself,
A
bro.
straight line?
Yes. Like, how
Like-
do you make a straight, solid black line? Like, it's difficult. it takes experience. It takes years for you to do that. So I try to tell them that, but I feel like they almost look at me like, oh, you're hiding it from me. You're not trying to tell me. And I always tell them, like, just draw a lot. But honestly, bro, I feel like me coming out of, like, the tattoo game, I had a mentor that didn't really want to, like, not that he didn't want to teach me, but I feel like he wasn't on, like, hand-holding time where he would, like, tell you this is how you do it and you got to do this, this, and that. It was almost like you got to learn on your own, and I'm not going to be, like, holding your hand through the whole process.
But he'll answer your question.
Yeah, but he'll answer the questions. So I feel like for me, I always told myself, like, if somebody needs help, I'm going to help them, because I used to look for help and they wouldn't help me either. So, I mean, I'm all about helping people, telling my techniques. Shit, I put it on YouTube too. You know, Daryl got a few videos that he's done for me on YouTube. So
Oh, yeah, those
I'm
first
all
joints,
about
yeah.
teaching people too, bro. And honestly, like, if anybody needs help, I'm willing to teach.
I respect that.
Yeah, I feel like you have to, bro. Because I feel like if not, what do you get? You get a lot of shitty scratcher tattoo artists. The same way that I started, and it takes you so many years to get past that, to get to a point where you're proficient and you're doing professional tattoos.
But that's the thing is, no one's gonna be you. As many
Exactly.
techniques,
Yeah.
you could literally give out your formula or whatever it is. Nobody's gonna be P-Loke.
Yeah.
Of course.
Because it boils down to, like, you know, I don't know on tattooing, but it's like, you know, when I'm working on a song, my brain's thinking about 3 things at once. I got to do this while I'm working. No one's gonna do that the same way.
And I'm sure while you're doing it, you also have your own way of like adding your own little like sauce to it.
Exactly.
Where you're like, it's probably something you can't even explain. You're just like, I want to do it like this. Because
Right.
that's what Staxx does.
Making decisions while you work.
Yep.
Like,
But that comes with practice, bro.
of course.
Yeah.
Because if, for example, you can, what's that saying? You can teach a man how to fish, but you
But-
can.
Oh, you
Make the
could,
fish bite or some shit.
you could make the fish bite, or it's gonna get on the hook. It's like I'm
Yeah.
playing. But no, it's you could give a man a fish, or give a man a fish, feed him for a day.
Yeah.
Teach
he
a
might
man
have
a fish, feed him for a
Exactly.
lifetime.
Yeah.
okay.
So I feel like if you
There
don't
you
go
go.
out there and acquire those techniques and learn and take as much as you can from many different artists, you're not gonna come up with your own style.
Right.
You know, so you have to put practice
Yeah.
into it.
When you tattoo, what goes into? Are you guys breathing a certain way when you're doing a line? Are you holding your breath? Like, what?
Well,
Yeah.
man,
Well, some people do, bro.
At times, yes,
Yeah.
though, because if I'm working on like a big line, and well, there are times where like I'm like, all right, 1, 2, 3, and then just go. Okay,
Yeah,
just
it's
keep
like
it
you
going,
almost prepare without
and then-
noticing, bro.
and then
It's like
done.
American Sniper, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
would-
kinda.
yeah,
But it's
that's
true. But it's true.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
like
that-
he
yeah.
was like he would say something like, I don't know how. I'm not
He
even
would,
gonna
he would
mess up the
count
lane.
and then hold his breath,
Yeah, because
Yeah,
aim, and then,
Mhm,
and
yeah.
then release it over.
Because he's like, you can shoot 100 times and miss all them jumps, or you can wait like 100 minutes or something and shoot once and get it. You know
Get
what I
it,
mean?
yeah.
Something like that.
What movie is that from?
American Sniper.
I just made it up, bro. I don't
No,
know.
but it's American Sniper. It's true, though. It's true. But I feel like for you, I feel like when you're probably doing your mixes, you probably want to turn off this side of the mix, you know, that has all your drums and all your fills and stuff, and just hear the other part, because you can hear what you want to
samples, yeah,
find,
you
and you
dial
can
in.
kill whatever, you know, frequencies you don't need. And then that's kind of how
See,
you
man,
have your
You
own.
know some shit, man.
I dabble
Hey,
here and
engineer
there.
man.
I dabble here and there.
Yeah.
I have my DJing days and then producing. Dude, I did Ableton and all that stuff.
I was watching this man set all the mics up. Look at this. This is beautiful. That's a man that knows what
Nah,
the hell
Daryl
he's
is
doing.
very like. I want.
Yeah, man.
I want to say anal, but
Meticulous.
perfectionist.
But yes, man,
meticulous.
He's very with
Yeah,
this shit.
That's
man.
why he's
Yeah.
good at what he does, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I never did stage in school, but I did right after high school. I did like 3-4 years of stage production while I was doing DJing and stuff. So I can do a whole line array system, plus, you know, design a whole grid of lighting, DMX it, you know, run it into different universes and set it up for you on a board
Oh,
with
Daryl
MIDI
is
controls.
legitimately
I
talented.
don't
that-
even know what that means.
that's-
And then I know all the
Man,
audio
man.
and camera stuff now.
But
So
see, DMX is the same. You
it is
use XLR.
pretty much the same thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
DMX.
yeah.
It's
So-
a type of cable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see,
Not
that-
DMX, the fucking rapper.
No, I know. Yeah.
That's
Come on.
crazy,
I
bro.
know.
Because
Yeah.
there's so many, like, in tattooing, there's different sides of tattooing, right? It's same with audio. Everything he explained, I hate that shit. I hate
Yeah.
live sound. It's a headache. Like, I respect live sound engineers, like, with the utmost respect, because if something goes wrong during that show,
It's
you gotta fix that
there.
shit yesterday
Yeah.
so that nobody notices. Like, for real, live in the moment.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right.
But then me saying this kind of goes back to what you were saying about him sharing his stuff. All those things that I learned 10, 15 years
Yeah.
ago are the stuff that I'm still using in my work. For example, to set up today.
Yeah.
I mean, to set up this whole
You know,
podcast
the
setup,
microphone
bro.
Basically,
stuff.
with
It looks
this
like I'm
whole
doing an
lights,
HBO
everything.
fucking interview.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's
Tank
The
right now.
audio
it's great,
controls, the
man.
levels, and then, you know, everything in the camera, the lighting stuff. You know, all the lighting and camera stuff I've learned in the past 8 years. But then all my audio experience comes from those years back when I was doing stage productions. and stuff.
POVs.
So it all adds up to me now being able to do a whole production when it comes to both the lighting and the video side, apart from also the the audio stuff.
That's
So-
tight, man. And see, that's the thing that I feel like gets overlooked a lot is, like, you see that big logo back there. That's not
HH.
just one person behind that. It's
It's a
a
team, bro.
whole team.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
whole team.
Yeah,
And
man.
and
The
that
people that
logo is not
designed
even a
it-
thing unless there's a team in here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And everybody has their own part, bro. Like my client was saying it the other day. It's like a big machine and everybody's a gear.
Yeah, basically,
You know, and
yeah.
if you're not doing your part, this HH thing is not even a thing, bro.
Yeah.
You know? So I feel like very true.
Yeah, everyone brings in their own different experiences in life and adds and
Absolutely.
contributes to it
Yeah, bro.
and gives it a meaning.
Yeah, bro.
It's like you might strongly believe, no, this is the number 6, but from someone sitting across from you, it's the number 9.
Number
Yeah.
9.
6 upside down. It's
It's
a
like
9 now.
looking at different perspectives. You're going to,
You were Drake's ghostwriter back in the day?
huh?
Hey.
Oh, 6 upside down. It's a 9.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that man's a big Drake.
Big Drake fan.
aficionado, man.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
blame him, bro.
Scratch.
Scott.
One thing about Scratch,
for real.
he'll hear a song and he'll be like, "Yo, I know that sample."
No, for real,
Yeah,
man. Swear.
yeah,
always does
he's
that
very
shit.
good at that.
Swear, man's like, yeah, for real, man. But there's been tons of times.
I feel like Scratch is an old soul, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man,
He
for
has
sure.
a lot of like old knowledge of like songs that I don't even know of. You
Oh,
Yeah.
call it wisdom. Just wisdom.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
You remind me of my
Old
boy
soul.
Jay Fooley, man. Shout out Jay Fooley.
Hey, J Fool.
He'll hear a
Sure.
song.
Jay Foley repost this for us, bro.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, he will. You better repost it. But it's the same way. He'll hear a song. Oh shit. And he'll pull up an old ass song. I'm like, damn. Like,
Yeah,
never heard
man.
this before.
Hey, you know what, bro? I have the same question. Sorry, guys. I have the
Yeah.
same question for Daryl. How do you feel, bro? Like teaching somebody all this stuff, or like if somebody asks you, how do you do this? How do you do that?
Yeah, Daryl.
Or like, can you do this for me? Because I feel like you're at a point now where you're like, you're not doing music videos, or you're not doing like.
Well, I still am, but like it's not like my main piece of
Oh, okay,
cake,
okay.
you know. Like my main work right now is mostly documentary, narrative work, and a lot of corporate work, you know.
doing the damn thing.
But then here and there, I'll get a music video, because we're not in a place that music videos are being shot on a daily. You know, I'm not in Atlanta, I'm not in Miami, I'm not in LA. You know, so like it's hard for me to get those clients here, and I kind of came to a point in my life where I was like, I'm not gonna do that. If it comes to me, we'll do it, and I'll take it as like an artistic expression project. But other than that, it's not the place for that. But when people come to me and ask me for help and me teaching them all this stuff that I know, I kind of want to see it in you first before I can even open the doors to you.
Nice.
Because if you're just
Like
So
I was saying,
trying
about
to
the
learn
art.
how to turn a camera on, I'm not gonna overwhelm you by telling you, I'll give you like so many different terms without you even knowing how to use a camera.
You
Yeah,
value
like-
your time.
Yeah.
Well, that and like you, I feel like, bro, prime example right here, because I just been messing with film photography right now. But like, I asked him the other day how to use one of these cameras, and he was like, bro, it's a lot of like stuff, like technical stuff. Like I can explain to you, but you're gonna be lost.
Yeah.
And it's true because
And it's years, bro.
yeah, no, and I learned, I noticed now that like you got to learn the language before you can even understand what he's talking
yeah,
about,
facts,
bro.
Yeah.
Like
For sure.
all this shit, aperture, ISO,
Yeah, man,
shutter
all that
speed.
basic.
Buddy,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
No,
I'm
really,
like,
yeah.
bro, like now I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, there's a lot that goes into
Yeah,
this.
there's
And then from your point of view, I feel like I come here and facilitate what you don't know,
Exactly.
and vice versa.
Yeah.
If I'm, for example, nowadays, I mostly just get the clients, I direct, or I'm behind camera, and then I hire a sound guy, a boom operator, a producer,
Big dog.
a G&E, which comes in, it's
There with
it's
that
all grip and electric,
BDE.
all the lighting stuff, and then PAs, production assistants, and so on.
He has he has one of those chairs that you just sit on and you're just like, cut, roll the clip.
Director's chair.
yeah. So like,
there was that guy.
I can come in and do everything because I have the knowledge and experience to make sure everything is done exactly how I need it or the client needs it. But I'm to a point where I need to focus on what's being done and oversee the entire project, that I can't be doing that anymore. And their budgets are big enough that I can be like, okay, we have the budget to hire everyone. So let me just sit back and let everyone do their jobs and tell them what needs to be done, because they're professionals too and they know what to do. And we can all enjoy the bigger picture, and the clients are happy and I'm happy, and I get to pack up 2 cases, not 30, and go home early.
That's good, man.
know?
And see, I like how you explain that, because micromanaging is a thing. Just trying to be involved in what everybody's doing. When you just let people do their job,
Yeah.
it's harmonious. Like
It is.
Everything just comes together.
Yeah, bro. It's don't knowing how to delegate.
Yeah,
That's the
and
hard
That's
part.
a job in itself.
Yeah, it's
That's a
really
job in
hard
itself,
because
bro.
when you're up and coming in this creative world, you want to keep control of everything, but you get to a point where your clients are too big for you to be doing that, because your client sometimes needs you need to be next to your client the entire time, and they're talking to you about the script or the vision or the camera movement. Meanwhile, everything else has to be setting up already. So you kind of have to like learn how to work with yourself and get the right people in your team, because if you don't have the right people in your team, then you're gonna look bad.
Yeah.
So
Makes
there's a
your
lot of
job
tests
harder.
and trials and making sure that you have the right team. So then here and there you'll get someone that comes to you and he's like, hey, I want to learn how to do this. And I'm like, bro, this is not just you coming in. You got to come in from the bottom, and I'll teach you and I'll show you the ways and the ropes.
Yeah.
But it's just not, you're going to come and learn everything one day. Because
Basically, man,
there's
that's
so much that
all.
goes into this that me teaching you one thing is not going to help you at all. You
Yeah,
kind of
of
have
course,
to
man,
absorb
but
it
there's a
and
quote.
be in it.
It's by Ray Lewis, and he says that greatness isn't just this one big thing, but it's many small things done well, and that creates that, Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, man,
Conscious
it's true.
greatness.
So that's kind of how I approach
Yeah, basically, man.
my
it's-
projects, and
Yeah.
and this too. This we can have more people come out, but to save money and help Edwin out and stuff, I can come and do it. We're not in a rush to set up everything and take down everything. If we want that, we can have 3 people behind the cameras and everyone else, but I can do it myself, and we're killing some times and enjoying this, so we're not rushed to do it all fast and deliver quickly.
You were rushing us in the beginning, bro.
Well, that's because we said 8 p.m. and it was 9 o'clock already.
I know, right? Like, hey, come on, man, speed it
no,
up.
bro.
But yeah, that's
But
kind of
we're
how that
good,
works,
though.
and kind of
Yeah.
how I approach my
Nice.
projects.
Yeah, of course. So,
Nah, but I like that because you take it serious. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
yeah, basically.
I do, man.
I've yet
Yeah.
to go out to see him in action, bro. But I did see him one time when we went all to take like the convention photos. When we went to that studio that we rented out.
Oh, yeah, we were.
And he was like, "Cut." You were like just a different Daryl, bro.
Yeah.
I want to go see you like in action, like full.
Yeah,
Yes.
if
Doing
I,
your
I
job.
do have a feature film that could be happening in June. If that does, and we're gonna be shooting all throughout DC, you guys can come out and just
All right, sure.
hang out.
All right.
Maybe
So-
be extras in the background.
He was
it'd
like
be pretty cool.
tickets. I got tickets for all y'all.
Hey, there we go.
No, we're gonna be shooting a movie hopefully, and then if
really?
it happens, then I'm for sure we're gonna need extras in the background.
Nice, bro.
So
Staxx,
maybe
man.
we can incorporate some
We all
sort of
gotta be there,
graffiti
bro.
Come visit Scratch
graffiti
on this
background.
day.
So we might need some graffiti
Got
artists.
P-Lo doing a tag in the back.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Tagging your back.
Taking your
Ooh.
back. All right, should we jump into these questions that I have,
All
or
right,
should
yes,
we?
yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, bro, sure, man.
All right,
Let's
you, bro?
ask like some fucking.
All right, so
Man,
this
crazy
last
shit.
segment of our podcast is
crazy
going
What's
to
your
be.
favorite position?
For me, don't.
Oh, my bad. You go ahead, bro.
So this last segment of our podcast is going to be kind of like rapid fire questions.
All right, ready?
So guys,
P-Lo, pass it to Joe.
just answer them
Pass the wire, Holmes.
to however, just answer them however best you can. Let's see.
The first thing that comes to your head, bro. Don't think.
Okay.
Do you Scratch? Do you believe in evolution and survival of the fittest?
Evolution is, for real, bro, man, I got no clue, but I'm here right now, man. Fuck it.
What about you? What
I
about
know,
you?
really.
Go
It's
ahead,
like,
I do believe in evolution, because you see all these different animals that looks similar, but then like this one has a horn on its nose.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Are-
you see a hippo and then you see
I
a
mean,
rhino. It's like what the
here's
fuck?
one thing, though.
It's a real thing, bro.
Yeah.
Well, they do say that snakes in the past, they had like
Legs.
arms and legs,
Bro.
and then they change into just to like
Yeah. So look, you just made me think about something.
Yes.
There's a caterpillar. Look this shit up. Google it. You should Google it now. Caterpillar that looks like a viper.
a viper.
There's a caterpillar. When it flips upside down, it looks like a snake.
It's like a survival instinct, right?
Yeah.
So that
Look
they
at
don't.
that.
Oh my God!
Let me see it.
This thing looks like a viper.
That's a caterpillar, bro.
Damn, that's cool, bro.
Does that not look like a snake?
So you know what's funny?
That'll scare the shit out
As
of me
soon
if
as
I
you
see
said
it.
that, bro, I went to a little bit of community college, and my teacher, probably the whole bio class was all survival of the fittest, like the talk of Darwin,
Survival of the fittest.
Darwin evolution.
Strong survival.
So they said something about the blue crabs that we have now. Back in the day,
Straight out Maryland.
there was different type of crabs in the water, but the people that would fish, they would get only that specific type of crab, and they would leave the blue crab because that one was like the smaller one, like just the one that nobody wanted.
Yeah.
So long story short, over the years, because they got so much of that other crab, all we have now is this blue crab. in the water. So
Okay.
it was survival of the fittest because that one eventually died. It became extinct from so much,
Yeah.
you know.
Mhm.
And then another thing, bro, is like
Okay.
birds. Like they've evolved so much over the years because when the cold comes, if they can't open like acorns and stuff like that to eat, they just die.
True shit.
So
Go ahead.
nah, that was
I
that
love
was
this
it.
type of shit,
I was
bro.
gonna say like over time, bro,
No.
like everything just has to adapt.
Yeah.
Woodpeckers, right?
Yes, true.
A woodpecker's tongue wraps around its skull. Did you know that?
Wait, what?
No.
Because when they peck, it absorbs the.
The impact of
The
the
impact
on
of-
the brain.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
really?
Google all this shit. I swear.
Hey,
Wow, bro,
Okay,
bro.
there you go.
Nah, bro, survival of
blown.
the fittest is real, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
true
know what,
shit,
bro?
man, but
Think
they-
of humans. Humans,
Of
bro.
course.
Bro,
Oh no.
I hate to touch
oh,
the topic.
yeah,
Slaves,
go.
bro.
Yeah.
Slavery, bro. Like they say it how back in the day it was fucked up, but they would get rid of the people that just couldn't run fast enough or work fast enough, and they would keep the strongest. So now, like, I hate to say it, but like black people, bro, like naturally they're just born with muscle. They're just
Yeah.
born like
They're strong.
just strong, bro,
Yeah.
because of like so many years of just almost like cherry picking the
It's like
strongest.
selective breeding.
Yes,
Breeding. Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
And now you have like just fucking everybody's just
Yeah.
like they're naturally just strong.
Genetically, there's an advantage.
Yeah.
is what you're
Yeah.
saying.
So that's another
I mean,
thing to
bro,
that.
look at athletes, bro. You know, like most of them are black,
well, yeah, it's
and they're
it's
just
true.
fucking.
I mean, for example, you go
Dogging the
the
competition.
Olympics and like any sort of like international tournaments. Usually, the teams that perform the best are the ones that have black athletes. France, number one sample.
Yo, man, but they're
France,
fucking
I think
strong
like
team.
80% of the team
Strong soccer team, yeah.
has African roots.
Yeah.
So there's this coach Mourinho, in somewhere in Europe. I forget where he's
Oh,
coaching.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Mourinho says that if you have
Mourinho.
African, roots, and your parents are Africans, you should be playing for your African national team, because of everyone migrating to Europe, all these European countries are gaining all these African players that are naturalized, and they are becoming like
The best
the,
thing,
the
bro.
best of the best.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he's
true
saying
shit.
it's not fair for Africa because
Nah.
Africa hasn't won a World Cup. Why? Because all the African players are underdeveloped, and all the ones that have money end up going north, go to Europe, and next thing you notice, now the Europeans are winning World Cups because of African people,
Shout out Zimbabwe.
right? But it's true though. It's true. I was like, wow,
Hey,
that
for
makes
real, though.
100%. It makes sense, man, and it's not fair.
Zimbabwe.
I don't feel like
Yeah,
at
man.
this rate Africa will ever win a World Cup, and it's sad because there's a lot of talent down there, but because of migration and because of governments and all this other
Yeah,
stuff
but
that happens.
is a crazy topic right there. Yeah, really, seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
no,
true.
really, yeah.
You should
Wow.
learn how to speak Shona.
Shona.
Is that a native
That's
tongue?
a native tongue of Zimbabwe.
Wow, do
Don't
you
ask
know
me
any?
how I know this shit, man.
You dated a black
Shona.
girl?
Huh?
You dated a black girl?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, he was like Kodak right now.
Yeah. I hope so.
I hope so.
Not for real though, but like just quick tie back, and I know we got more questions, but animals, the way they adapt is so crazy. Like, look
Yes,
at these
bro.
leaf insects, bro. How the fuck is there praying mantis that looks like a flower?
Yeah,
How
or
is
like
there-
a leaf, bro.
What the
Yeah,
hell?
man,
Walk
but-
a stick insect. Like, there's so many different type of stick insects. Like, I don't know, man. I love
Yeah,
the
man,
way things evolve and
And,
just.
and
Yeah.
just nature, period, bro. Just what we
Uh,
have,
uh-huh.
like,
Yeah,
it's crazy, bro.
that's true. Let's go to the next
crazy.
question.
Okay.
And this let's keep it short because this can go on for days.
Okay, let's go.
But do you believe in religion?
Religion, yes and no.
Religion
Also,
as in total, not Catholicism, Christianity, just in total.
total. Like, do I
Do you
believe
think it's a
in
thing or like?
Do you think it's a supernatural thing, or it's something that's man-made? Well, of course it's man-made, but like
Yeah, of course it's
something
man-made.
that has a meaning behind it. And
Well,
that's-
for real though, I do say that it started from something that was good, but then it was man-made with like the small sprinkle of the devil in there.
I don't think it was started with something that was good.
what
But
do
yeah.
you think, Loke?
I mean, I'm a heavy Catholic, but I think that if you think humans are, well, maybe this is a whole different.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it's a
but
wormhole.
Yes,
yeah,
yes, yes.
'cause I was gonna say if you
yeah.
think humans are like the top of the line, I don't believe that. I feel like you have to believe in a higher power because how is the world made?
And that's kind
somebody
of
made the
how
world.
like my question kind of leads into.
Yeah.
It's not about. I don't want to get it. I don't want to get to the point where it's like what religion was better or so and so, because that's not what it is about. It's like, is religion something that's a superpower, a higher power, or is it something that's just
That's a very good
man-made
question.
No, really?
to control people?
Yes and no.
That's kind of what my question leads into.
Yeah, man.
I
I
think.
got-
My bad. I was gonna
What?
say. I think whatever you believe in is what it's gonna be. That's what I think. Like-
Well, there's one thing that I say that I say that religion is like a gun. It's powerful, but depends on who's behind that gun. Is it going to be for good or for bad? So, but then once you shoot it off, I mean, man, is it going to be for good or to kill someone else? I mean,
It's up
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
it's
and
up
then,
into
and then yeah,
interpretation.
like how do you even justify that, right?
yeah, basically, yeah, man.
Like, what was the question? Is religion?
So do you
Do you believe in religion?
do you believe in religion? As in, like, is religion something that
It's like-
you believe that it's like?
I guess
Okay.
like, is it a thing to you? Do you?
Yeah,
What do you
so-
think about religion?
Yeah.
I feel like religion is ritualistic because think about it, like I look at it differently because there's religion and organized religion. I feel like those two, that word changes it because then there was like, times where they used religion to scare people into doing what they wanted to do. But then you could do something religiously and that's your ritual.
Mm-hmm.
You can create a religion, like, and just do something and create tradition. Like religion, it ties back to what you said. Like it's whatever people want it to be. That's why there's so many
Yeah. That's
religions.
true.
and
Yeah.
churches.
Yeah, man. There's like
And
tons of
I
branches of it.
in my opinion, and I say opinion because it's my opinion, and I feel like other people will have different opinions, but I feel like religions are folk tales that have been told for many
Ages.
years and ages, and just like you said, it's what you've been
Right.
through.
Somebody else might do something we think is weird. Like in Papua New Guinea, there's all their ancestors, like they put them at the bottom of this cliff and they let them just sit there and rot. And there's just cadavers sitting there at the bottom of this cliff and they go visit them every year.
Bro, what the
To
hell?
some people, that's weird. But
Yeah.
to them, it's like,
Probably
yeah,
sounds
we're
like-
just chilling.
yeah, it's
Look
like-
it up. All the Google all this. It sounds crazy.
Well, this is also like I was
Yeah,
having the
just
talk with
crazy.
one of my clients the other day. It was actually my girl. We were saying how it's crazy how in Mexico or in foreign countries, whenever you go, I'm saying more like South America, like El Salvador, Mexico. You
That's
go to the
Central.
graveyards.
Central, that's Central.
Oh, Central.
Yeah,
You go to the graveyards, bro, and they have like
Central Americans.
they have them like very close to each other. Like over there, you can
Like the families, or like just in general.
no, like in general, like
Yeah,
you'll
the
have like
tombs.
a tomb, like it'll be like this couch, and then next to it, it's another hole for
Yeah.
like your grandma or grandpa. And
Yeah,
over there, you
yes.
can buy like
Well, that's normal.
well over there,
Yeah, in
but
South
over
America, too.
here, but over here though, like in America, everything is separated.
Yeah,
like
they
if you
have
go to
their own
graveyard
space.
here, it's not like that. That's what we were
Really?
saying. And then over here, how everything is like money, bro. Like you gotta buy literally like a piece of land in the graveyard.
Yeah.
And in Mexico, you're just paying for the enterrada, and you could even have them in your house for a few days in Mexico, bro.
Yeah.
Like my grandpa, she was in our living room, and you can go visit her and pray and cry and all that while she was laying dead in the living room. Over here, they take care of the body before you even go to like the graveyard type shit, and then you go, and if you want to visit them, it's like everything is done a certain
It's
way.
very political.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit goes deep, man. These funeral homes, they be doing some shit, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
yeah, that's
it's,
a whole
it's all
different
about
topic,
money,
too.
bro.
All
Nah, I
money.
know. I've seen how like even their blood, like their veins, they'll like pump them up with like, I mean, I don't know if you're talking about that, but like they'll pump it up with like blue liquid to make the veins look blue, and then
Yeah, they're just like obviously cosmetics and like, just like how they approach everything. It's a business.
Oh yeah.
Because they'll be like, oh, do you want to get keychains made? Do you want to get, you want like a special memory, like.
Bro, they monetize the shit out of
Yeah,
you.
they monetize. There you go.
Oh, for
Yeah.
the love
What
of
kind of
money.
casket do you want? Oh, this one has a protective liner that'll last longer. Like your loved one won't get,
yeah,
wet.
bro, it should
But
make you
there's tons
think,
of
right?
shit. Yeah, no, really, man.
It's like my mom said though. See, like, why are you gonna like? if you're gonna give me anything or do anything now, like give it to me now while I'm alive.
In life.
Yeah,
Don't
facts, yeah.
try to spend all that money on me when I'm dead. Don't try to give me
Yeah,
a nice ass
facts, man.
memorial.
I told my mom I want to be cremated. I want to be burned.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, just want to know why.
Just put me in there and then put me in a bag. I'm like,
And then carry you
All
around.
right.
or they
Have
can do what they
Franklin
want. I just
in
a
my
funeral is
tattoo
expensive.
ink.
It is. Put me in a bag.
Bro, it's
Yeah.
like $15,000-$20,000.
Nah,
Yeah,
no,
it
that's
went
true.
up. When as opposed to cremating, it's like $3,000. Cremate
Well,
me.
Damn,
well,
really?
I think me personally, I would rather go visit somebody and give them their flowers there than to like have them in my house.
I can
And then
see
I
what you're
and then I
saying.
also think about the burning process. I'm like,
It's weird.
Yeah.
But decomposition is similar
true.
in its own way. You're getting eaten by insects and stuff.
yeah, that's true.
Or put me in a pod. Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to just be in a traditional casket, even though that's probably what my family's gonna do if I go. But,
Bro.
but I told them I want to be
Shout out your
cremated.
family.
All right,
bro.
next question.
Okay, yeah.
No,
yes.
that's
dark.
I feel like we can definitely talk about more of this, and
Yeah,
and
man,
I
but
feel like
it's-
I in my
Goes
opinion,
on.
and this is kind of me going back to everything that I've learned in my life and stuff, is
Yes, Daryl.
religions are created by man
Hmm?
to control man. You know, it's to give people that don't have a purpose, and to give them a book that guides you through life. It could be the menorah, it could be the Bible,
The Bible.
it can
the
be
basic
the old
instruction before leaving
the
Earth.
Testament, all those different scriptures. What I believe is that what we know as God, Jesus, I forget the other gods.
Yeshua.
Life, the universe.
All the other names.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe
has
that
many
all
names.
that comes from
Or it has many names.
how the Aztecs and the Egyptians and all these other, civilizations, they worshipped the sun, and the sun was the one that gave everything life.
Yeah.
They prayed for the sun to go down. They prayed for the sun to go
Come
up.
on. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Without a sun, there's no warmth. Without the sun, there's no food.
Mm-hmm.
Without the sun, there's no light.
Yeah, but there's tons of shit to this shit, man.
So
Yeah, because
I-
then you have the Egyptians that believed in cats and they praised cats.
yes,
Shit
exactly.
like that.
So like I feel that like religion stems from that, from
Ritual.
them.
Yeah.
From them using these
But then where did they get it
natural
from?
resources.
What was their,
'Cause, I mean,
if anything, they say they were like the closest to the gods.
But you got to think, the way they handled death too was interesting.
Yeah,
But
embalming.
but was this an all-known thing like across the Americas or whatever was out there then? Because you've got South American mummies too.
Yeah.
Like, how did they know to mummify people? That's like something that always drew my curiosity.
Yeah, bro.
there's so much mystery out there, man, that it's incredible to see so many different similarities and different civilizations and from different periods
Across
of time.
the world,
too.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I took
man.
this art class, bro, and I feel like now that I think of it, I'm like, damn, I used to hate that class
Oh,
because
come
it was
on.
all art history. But dog, I learned religion, I learned Egyptian shit, I learned everything in art class, bro. Like they talk about like art is
in
related
earth.
to so much in this world, bro. Like just the way that they would like on the tombs like draw shit. Like they write stuff and they draw stuff that even nowadays we're like, what was that?
Yeah.
And they just the depiction, because they didn't have words, letters, shit like that, like we do now. So they would just do symbols of stuff. And it's crazy because like you would see it on like this part of the world, and then on the whole other side of the world, it would be the exact same thing. And they're like, how did this religion do the same thing as this religion?
Right.
Do you guys think it was migration that
Yes,
caused that?
I do, because crazy enough, it's crazy to think about, but it really is happening in like on the West Coast and like those areas over there by the Grand Canyon and stuff like that. They're finding Egyptian artifacts. How?
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
like
I'm about to be there in like 2-3 weeks. I'm going to
Yeah.
Arizona.
there's speculation.
Big dog.
There's
go,
parts of the
Daryl.
Grand Canyon we're not allowed to see. They're guarded by military. There's speculation that there's a pyramid inside a cave inside.
Wow.
Or
Hey.
bro, like how they were
Bruh.
saying they found remains of like Noah's Ark in some of the mountains.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know?
Really?
Yeah, bro. It's like
What the hell?
It's like,
wow,
wow.
How did
man,
they-
that's
man.
crazy.
I'm telling you, it's
Life.
there's so
Life
so
is
the one course that I took that I will never regret. Regret.
You said re-wet?
The one course that I took that I would never regret
That's funny.
is Latin American Studies in college. Bro, I learned everything about the Americas and about who we are as Latinos and where we come from. Bro,
That's cool
I
to
learned
know, bro.
so much that I was like, every day I was just be intrigued to go in there and just read that book and ask my professor more questions. And bro, I came out of that course like learning so much about who I am and who we are and where we come from. That like, bro, like I just feel so like, proud to be a Latino and to come from Bolivia, to come from South America.
You're Bolivian?
Yeah. Thank you, bro. Where you from, bro?
I really appreciate y'all's culture, man.
Thank you, man.
One of my good friends is Bolivian. You know, I learned a lot.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I love the food.
Oh, bro, the food is
Yeah,
so
fire.
good, bro.
So
I
thank
feel
you.
like
Alex.
I feel like
Shout out
the
you, bro.
Americas have so much good food, bro, that it's
Bro, the
One of the best
Americas are the best, bro.
Yo.
all right. Go ahead, Scott. Go ahead.
No, bro. Well, so there's an Asian friend that I have, and he said that when he, so this guy's from Guam, and he said that when he first saw Spanish culture, he was like, that shit's sexy. No,
shit
for real, bro,
sexy.
man. He was like, yo, man, that shit is so to like, man, that this shit can bag girls. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
No,
yeah,
really,
bro. I
but
mean,
that-
shit. Most of my
but
clients,
yeah,
like
uh-huh.
sometimes they'd be like, "Yo, like you got a Latina for me, bro." This and that. Like,
No, for real, man,
People
but,
love
uh-huh.
Latinos,
You got a
bro.
prima for me?
Yeah, man, but
Yeah, dog, it's like-
we're like a good balance of like all this shit, man.
Bro, we have
Yeah.
bilingual, bro. Spanish, English, the most common languages.
Yeah.
Latinos and Latinas have the looks. I feel I'm just talking from my own opinion. I feel like the skin tone, bro. We're like right in between. We're not white or black. We're like right in between. And then I don't know, bro. I feel like personality too. And then food, culture. It's like we
there's
got
tons of
so
shit
much
to
to
it,
offer,
man.
bro. It's just
Bro, like Bad Bunny said, bro, everybody trying to be Latino now, bro.
yeah, dog.
Every country has their own like
Yeah.
accent. You know what I'm saying? Like Colombians, Argentinians.
Bro,
Central
it started
America.
from the Caribbean, bro. I went to Puerto Rico last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Bro, there was so much culture and love over there that like it honestly felt like I was in my country, back in my country.
Hey, true shit,
The
bro.
the culture, you know, apart from like the architecture and the physical stuff, but just the warmth and the culture of a Latino, like bro, that's like being
Yeah,
back home,
man.
like walking into your grandma's house. You know, that's
Bro,
how
like,
it felt.
Of course,
Like maybe 2 weeks ago, I was for some random reason started looking up Mexican accents, and dog, they had like 103 Mexican accents on YouTube.
really.
Accents or dialects?
Wow.
No accents.
Wow.
Yeah, just
100.
like from every different state. Like
Yeah.
everybody sounds different. I was so
Yes,
shocked.
true.
Chilango sounds different than
Yeah.
Oh no, for sure.
Than like
No,
Michoacan
for sure,
or
yeah.
like even like the one over here like Baja California, the one under it. Like it was just everybody had a different accent, and I was
For
like,
sure.
bro, this is just one country, you know.
Yeah,
But it's
and
crazy,
there's
bro. It's
tons of
just-
like
But
parts.
we're all Mexican.
We're all Mexican.
To everybody else,
We're-
to everybody
To
else,
the,
they'd be
to
like,
the
you
white
Mexican?
man, we're all
They shut my
Mexicans.
point.
Yeah,
Atlanta.
It's
yeah.
funny because you know over there, you know in Atlanta, like a lot of times, you know some people just don't know. So you know somebody will be like, oh yeah,
Lack of
you know,
knowledge, bro.
Frank speaks Spanish. Oh, you Mexican? You know, it's just to the point where I'm just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm Mexican.
That's funny.
Nah, that's funny because
Like, yo, you Mexican?
Like I was in Miami last week, and my good friend, you know, he was in charge of getting the food for everybody at the studio. We went to there's so many Spanish restaurants over there, it's crazy. And
Okay, bro.
301.
Coke, yeah, I'm good.
Coke?
And he was just like, you know, trying to explain to people, and I just spoke Spanish. He's like, yo, like they all speak, you know, like the same. I'm like, yeah, like you know, Spanish is like pretty much the big spectrum of things. Then it's just dialect.
Yeah.
Not dialects, accents.
Accents and different slang.
Yeah, slang.
Different slang.
is big.
Yeah, because like in Colombia, for example, carajo means like damn, you know. Like carajo in Bolivia, it's like saying like fuck you, you piece
Yeah,
of shit. You know?
true shit.
Like, you
Yeah,
can
So-
use it,
true
yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like for example, I went to like my one of my good friends I went to his house back in middle school when I met him. And next thing you notice I saw hearing him and his mom saying carajo. You know, I was like, oh shit, something's about to go down.
I know, right? It's like, oh, God.
But they were all like being calm, and I
Yeah,
was like,
uh-huh.
okay, well, I guess for them
Yeah.
it's not,
Yeah.
you know, an aggressive word. So
That's funny, bro.
Yo, frankly, but it's like what you told me, man. It's like the people up in Memphis, that they'd be like, yo, what up, bitch?
Oh yeah, man. Bro, in Memphis, that's like a thing. They call each other bitch. I remember my homeboy came to the studio one time. He's like, "Hey, bitch," like to me, and I'm like, I'm ready to fight this man. I'm looking at him like he's crazy, and then he's like, he caught the vibe. He's like, nah, like, bitch is how we talk. So he called his cousin or whatever. He answered the phone. What up, bitch? Like that's just how they talk. We might take it offensive, but to them it's like,
It's
what's
just
up,
what they
man?
do, man. It's just
Some
Man,
regular
I feel like
shit.
now when I listen to Dolph songs, everything just clicks.
they dope.
That
Hey, yo,
man just
RP
bitch so
Dolph,
much,
Yeah,
bro.
it's just a normal like way of talking. It's not
That's true.
derogatory at all.
yeah, I mean, I feel
For
like
sure, man.
the regions where you come from, where you're you know, where you grow up and stuff, kind of have those aspects into your
Yeah.
vocab and your daily, you know,
Yeah, for
way
sure,
of
man.
communicating with your people. But
Mhm.
That's
it's-
like how
it's-
Salvadorians say bicho to like,
Bicho,
to
yeah,
like
oh,
kids.
he bought that. Or I
Yeah.
guess,
I used to get offended when my aunt would call me that
Hey,
shit.
for real.
Hey, so I feel like we should start wrapping it up.
Yeah.
I have one more questions for you guys because I know you guys are both
Already?
music lovers. You can
Come on.
also
Oh, sure, music,
chime into
man.
this too as well.
Nah, let's leave it for the music
alright.
lovers.
Okay, fuck yeah.
If you have one
No.
album to listen for the entirety
questions
of your life,
Wow.
what would it be?
One
One
album to
album?
listen to the entire of my life.
Okay.
Yes, or for a whole year. For a whole year,
Oh, all
you
right.
have to pick one album to listen to
One
the
album.
entire time.
All right, Staxx.
And
So,
I'll
do
say
you want to
mine
go
too
first
afterwards.
or? All right.
All right, let's think because I feel like this
That's
requires
a
one album?
loaded ass question.
No, you
All
think,
right.
but I know you guys might have something quick.
All right, but for me though, the first thing that came to my mind is Nozzle-matic. Yeah, that's my first thing. It's like, you know what?
I'm surprised it
Nozzle-matic.
wasn't like Tribe or some shit like that.
Well, they're great, man. They're one of my favorites. But the first thing that came up is Nozzle-matic, man. You know, yeah, man. It's like when he
How
comes
come?
in. Why? Because man, no, for real, man. It's like me, man. I'm deep into hip hop, man. It's like that '90s shit. It's like there's memories of me as a freaking child. I remember seeing it, and just like, yeah, man. But like, you know, Nas, well, that album, I can say it changed the way we look at hip hop because he came in with like this like type of like wordplay and just this type of like beats and shit like that. Man, it's like, yo, fucking Nas, he was a big like, I say like a big pioneer in this shit. And to me though, man, that album is like one of the fucking greats in hip hop. But though it's like, you know, I would say like, you know, in the '90s shit, but for someone that young at that age and shit like that, and to say those type of raps and those type of beats, like, yo, it's like that guy's mind was like on something else.
Wow.
No, really, man. It's like this guy was like talent, man.
What about you, Mr. Staxx?
Some people might not like my answer, but probably Nothing Was the Same. Like the Drake album.
Really?
That album was just
Yes.
so
Fire.
broad. Like it had
No,
it touched
yeah.
so many different like
Yeah, really, man.
like spectrums.
No, really, yeah.
There was
sure.
something for everybody
Sure.
on there. Every mood like that you might be feeling on a certain day. Like there's a song for that on there.
No, I feel
Yeah,
like
definitely, man.
the album is definitely one of his best.
Yeah, man. But
Yeah.
For a year though, I can't listen to the rest of my life.
yeah, basically, yes, man. For like a whole year, and then I'm done with it. But
For
there's
me,
one.
for me, coming back
Uh-huh.
to him,
Yes.
for me, not. I'm not. This is not my answer, but like I feel like if I had to pick one Drake album, it would be Take Care.
Take Care was a great
Mine would be
Yeah.
Views, bro, from Drake. That was my favorite.
Yeah, man. No, man.
Is that the one you would pick for the 1 year?
Yeah,
was
no.
great.
If I were to pick for 1 year, I think me and Brian used to listen to a lot of Bone Thugs coming up, and I think I don't know why. Their songs were very like relaxing, just like also lyrical at the same time. So I feel like for us, I'd probably go for like Bone Thugs and Harmony Greatest
true
Hits,
shit. True.
just because I feel like you get the
Yeah.
rap, you get the soul,
Yeah.
you get the soft,
The
like
flows.
you get a little bit of
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So I think. For me, I feel like I could listen to that. I mean, it'll probably get
Of
annoying
course.
after a while. I'm a big Tupac fan too, but nah, I'm
Tupac
just,
or Biggie?
Tupac.
Bro.
I like Biggie, bro, because he's like Biggie adds like his
For
little
me,
like
man, they're two different things, and it's like you
it
can't put
is.
them in a category.
Nah,
it's
it is.
like people.
it's difficult, but
One thing about me though is like people that choose that, it's like is because you're choosing it based like on on your emotional reaction
Yeah,
to
and
it.
on how it relates to you.
Yeah, but
That's true.
there's no way to fucking choose who's good because they're both good. They're both great, man. It's like, shit, man. Well, like, man, Pac was on that, like, fucking deep, like, okay, makes you think. But then Biggie was on some, like, party.
Player
and
shit, just-
bullshit.
But
like,
that's the thing, though. I feel like
something
Biggie was
like
more
that.
on like that. Like you said it, player shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like Tupac, he was more on like the struggle.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
more on like
Just
hard
like-
times.
There we go. Yeah.
And he was a young dude too. Like you were saying about Nas, I was thinking
Bro, they
like
were in their early 20s when
Yeah,
they
bro.
died.
Yo, really,
Yeah.
man. But they,
Grown ass looking
died
men.
too young.
yeah.
Bro.
What
They
the
died
hell?
too young.
How Biggie look
hey,
like
the good die young.
30-something-year-old man. It's crazy.
Daryl,
course.
what's your album that you're picking? Bro?
For me, bro, there's just one album that like, there's a lot because I have a lot of music.
Pink Friday,
movies.
Nicki Minaj.
Come on, bro. How'd you know that already? No, but like I have a lot of musical influence in my life from my dad's side.
You
and-
used to be a DJ too.
Yeah, I used to be a DJ and stuff, but I mean, the older I got, the more my music taste, became richer and more eclectic, I want to say. But if I had to pick one album that I can listen to and just have it on repeat, would be the original Musicarium from Stevie Wonder. Bro,
Really?
that has some beautiful fucking music. The composition, the soul, the jazz.
We gotta listen
Lyrically,
to that
bro,
one, 'cause I never
damn,
heard it.
Daryl.
I see
lyrically
what you're
wise,
saying.
the lyrics of that
Sure.
album. I
Daryl.
feel like Stevie Wonder was also very young when he did this album.
Daryl's
It
on
just
some shit,
it was just
alright.
so rich of culture,
You be playing
love,
that joint at night.
and a lot of
For real.
a lot of great stuff.
Don't play it right
Right?
now, bro.
You
'cause
know-
it's about that time.
Stevie Wonder. Have you seen them videos of them saying he's not blind?
Bro, there's so many of them.
Anthony Anderson talking about he pushed a couch in front of him while he's walking. He walked around the couch.
Well, he ain't dumb, bro. I'm telling you that he ain't dumb.
Like,
And before anything else, bro, like I can't die without seeing this man die. Like I can't. Sorry, I can't. I said that wrong. I need to see him. I need to see him before he dies, bro.
okay, I was like, you need
know?
to see him die before you die.
No, I can't die without seeing him.
Okay.
Because he's older than me for
shut
sure.
up, man.
It's already late, bro. It's,
said, "I can't
it's
die
11
till he
o'clock.
dies."
I'm
Daryl's
already in bed
drunk.
usually by this
Yeah,
time.
we need
but
to go to Silly Sally's, man.
I need to.
Come on, man.
I want to see him before he dies, bro. This man is at the end of
sure.
his career, and like that's one person that I really want to see.
But
perform.
there's one guy that, man, I wanted to see, man, and to me, man, that was Nipsey, man. No,
Big
no,
Nips.
for real, man. He was someone that I wanted to
Damn.
see, but unfortunately, man, his life got cut short. But it was for a purpose, so I feel like because those that knew him, they knew him, but those that knew him after he died, they got the leftovers.
Well, I feel
But-
like he became a bigger name after he passed away.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
he
he-
got that exposure
Yeah.
because of it. He was already known amongst the industry, and
Mhm.
everybody knew him. He was right there, bro. And just
Boom.
It
Gone.
sucks, man, but.
Wow.
But it's crazy because it's like we grew up to Nipsey, and the day that he died, he called me, but I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? But I'm like and everything. And
Wait, he
was
called
like,
you or Nipsey called you?
No, he called me.
I was hearing something else.
No, Franklin called me, and then we were just talking, and he's like, yo, they killed him. But I'm like, who killed? And he said that Nipsey died, and then yo, for real, I was like in shock, man. It's because because I know what it feels like to get that call and to lose a loved one, but man, it's like you, no, for real, man. It's like, man, I can say, man, that I've cried to his songs and shit like that, man.
Wow.
And to be like, what, man? They killed Nipsey? It's like, fuck, man. It's like, no, man. It's like, why?
Good die young, bro.
But then again, though, man, well, though, I feel that it was for a purpose, I guess. But yeah, man, but we still holding strong, and people
he
getting
left-
tats to Nipsey.
he left crumbs for everybody, bro.
No, man, for sure, man. But he dropped them gems.
When you listen to old songs, you realize like, damn, he really knew what the fuck he was talking about.
No,
was that
really,
dude?
man. It's
Yeah.
like his.
It always surprises me
knowledge.
when you hear those like young ass rappers at their youth talking about shit like that.
For real.
Because it's like, damn, like we're going through this shit now and we're 30, you know? Like how are they talking about that at like 18, 19 or young 20s?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's
Like,
true, man.
bro, Tupac, it was a different generation, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
him, like, Brenda's got a baby, bro.
Yeah.
It's talking about young ass kids, bro, having kids.
Yeah, of course, man.
You know, and then like stuff like that, it's just like, damn, like, it's crazy, bro.
Man, but the power of music, man, it does change people, and
That's true. And that was one of my questions before we wrap up, and I'm gonna go reset the cameras. But that was one of my questions. Do you guys believe that music has the power to cure heartbreaks,
Yes.
downtimes, and all that stuff?
Here's the
I
thing,
think
though, man.
yes and no, depending on the song, depending on the music. But go ahead, bro.
But one thing that I've learned, though, is because me and Kim, we did music, but like for real, man, I feel that music is powerful, and music, like, it has the power to like brainwash people, man. It's like you go deep into their mind, into their emotions, and it taps into a part of them that no one else can reach. Not your mom, not your brother,
no one.
And you're just like, wow, it's like I feel this, like, you know, and that shit could actually just do something to you. And then again, though, it could either be for good or for bad. So,
but also, have you realized sometimes, depending on your mood, your mood will determine how you listen to music.
Yes.
Very true, bro. That's very true, bro.
If you're sad, you're gonna pay attention to the lyrics.
Yes.
If you're happy and excited, you're gonna listen to the music and the beat.
Franklin over here.
So that's why, like, one song that I know word for word, I'll sing that shit
with your heart, bro.
With my heart is Superman by Eminem. Like, I remember early high school.
The moaning part?
Yeah. They come, they go.
Or the I'm sorry, Mama jump, cleaning out my closet.
Mama.
Yeah, like those songs, just the tone, everything. And when you're feeling a certain way, you might receive it. Like, I might hear a certain song when I'm sad that I heard when I'm happy, and I'm like, damn, they said something that resonated with me because I'm actually listening because of my mood.
I was listening to Lil Boosie. My bad. I was listening to Lil Boosie yesterday. Do It Again, jump.
Don't do it again.
Bro,
I know.
That jump be touching me, bro.
So there's a fun fact, though. So me and him left when he broke up with his first love. So man, I tell him those because
bring him out. Bring him out
to her.
So basically,
shout out to her, man.
She's in the back. Come on.
And everything like that, man. All right. So this guy was sad, and then again, he plays Superman and shit like that. But it's funny because I told him, I told him that you lost your first love, but you gained the love from me.
Hey,
like, you know?
yo.
No.
And then, like, bro, we just started making out. No, we didn't.
So this episode's about the love between Scratch and Staxx right here.
Hey, come on, Franklin.
Their first time.
He said, "Come on, Franklin."
No, but it's true.
Don't be doing me like that.
I personally, from my experience,
funny,
music has helped me gone through some downtimes.
No, it's true, bro.
If it's either breakups or like family death. For example, my love for like classic rock.
Yeah.
And classic rock like the Beatles, Aerosmith.
Favorite Beatles song? Go.
Favorite Beatles? I don't Let It Be. I like Hey Jude. It's a great song. I can play on the guitar really well.
That was a good one.
But the music from like the 50s, the 60s, the 70s.
Guitar here with that drink.
That music, I gained the love for it. From one of my uncles that passed away last year, and the way for me to cope with him passing away was to do a collage of all his pictures with all the music he loved. And I'm telling you, bro, this is the only and one of the few times that while I was editing this collage, I was literally
balling out
the entire time.
That's crazy, bro.
The entire time, shivers in my skin. Just like, and that was how I coped.
That's another crazy thing because straight up, I have songs that I can listen to. I'll be in the car alone and they'll say something and I'll get goosebumps in my arms.
That's true, bro.
How does the music do that?
Yeah, really, man.
It can relate.
It feels crazy.
You can relate,
there
bro.
we go. Relating, bro. Relating to other people's experiences. That's the beauty of life. I feel like that's how you kind of like see that you're not alone in this world. It's a mirror to your reality by seeing other people going through the same things that you go in life. And that kind of helps you cope and move on, And that was one way for me to move on, and by paying that homage to him and doing that video with all his songs that he liked. And then at the end, I had him performing. I had a video of him singing karaoke to one of his favorite songs. And that was the ending of the video. So the song started, and then I caught it upon where he was singing live.
That's deep.
And then that's how the video ended.
No, that's
And
nice,
and you
bro.
know what's one funny thing is that I have that video in private on my Vimeo, and somehow that video gets viewed at least once a week.
That's how I know you're a real video editor, man. You got Vimeo.
Yeah,
All the real like directors and shit, they use Vimeo. Like,
yeah.
Yes, you
That's
should.
but that shows me who views it.
Yeah.
And the video is private, and my cousins. I think my cousins are the ones that watch it at least once a week.
Yeah, sure.
And
man.
that video is just keeps getting views and views and views
Yeah, man,
because of
course,
them, and
man.
I'm sure it's also helping them cope
Yeah,
through
definitely.
the death
man.
of him. And yeah,
Definitely.
it's one way that I was like, wow, like music has the power to help you.
Well, you know what's
Definitely.
crazy now that you say that? Like your videos too, bro. Your videos, the photos that you do, anything, bro. Like photography and videography. It's crazy how those will also have just fucking deep roots into your whole life, bro.
Yeah.
Because you can see something. The other day, we found this camcorder that my mom had in her, in like a storage, and we haven't used it for 20 years plus. Ever since my little sister was young.
Mhm.
We started watching videos in it and we couldn't believe it. Like there's videos
Wow.
of me, bro, at like 13, 14. My little sister was 6. Her voice was different.
Wow.
And we were looking at it like, damn, like
Small
we
little
just couldn't
Loke.
believe it, bro. My mom
Yeah,
looked
man.
super young. My dad was super young.
Aw,
But
man,
it's
that's
crazy
great.
how like you don't even realize the type of moments you're capturing at that
Yeah.
certain time.
Yeah, really.
like,
You just do it because you want to do it.
A photographer, like shout out my boy Vic Shoots, man. That's
Hey.
my brother, man. I love you, Vic
For real,
Shoots.
bro.
Like
I love
he
you.
is the best
Vicky Vic,
at
man.
capturing a moment.
Seriously.
Like you won't even realize he took a picture. And then you'll see like he'll send you the gallery later and you're like,
it's like, what the
"Damn, like,
fuck?
He captured
Oh.
a moment. It might be two people talking.
Yeah.
And it's like those
Mhm.
two people will be like, oh yeah.
It's a memory though for
Yeah.
you. For you,
Yeah.
it's like it means more to me than
Yeah.
Mhm.
than the picture looks like. You know,
Right. And it's like the picture is a still image, but it says so much. It moves people. Being a still image is like, I don't know. It's almost like,
You're capturing the moment, bro. Boom.
yeah,
And then to you, it might mean to you might mean the world. To somebody else, it doesn't mean nothing.
Yeah.
it's an art form in itself to capture something in its element, whether it be two people or, nature. Like my respect to photographers and shit like
Yeah,
that.
bro, for sure.
Yeah.
man.
That's amazing, man. So I feel like you out there, if you want to pursue music, arts, tattooing, go for it. Because
Yeah, definitely, man. Because
at,
tell me
at a moment it'll click for you, and then you'll find that meaning that'll drive you and take
Yeah.
you to many different places. All right, guys. So we've got to the finale of our podcast.
Yes.
This was a very long episode, but it had a lot of different topics and conversations and great talks. So thank you, Scratch. Thank you,
Yeah,
Staxx.
bro. Of course, man.
You too, bro.
Yeah, bro. Nah, thank you
Pilo.
guys for being here.
Um,
it was a
Man,
good
it was
talk.
a pleasure.
Yeah, it was. And I feel like we definitely need to have more of these talks with you guys and future guests. So.
Yeah, future guests.
For sure.
We need to have another talk on biology and nature. man.
I know,
Those
just going
deep-
yeah,
deep.
nah,
Yeah,
we
evolution.
can go
Deep
deep
into
into
it,
any topic.
We
Honestly,
should go to a museum, bro. I love museums,
Yeah,
bro.
sure.
Natural History Museum.
we
Bro.
should just like start setting up at a museum, see what they say.
We're here to talk
Like,
about
yo.
evolution.
Get the fuck
Alright.
out.
All right, so let's wrap it up.
All right.
Scratch, look at the camera, please. Let us know where people can follow you.
All right. So y'all can follow me at Inked by Scratch. Like, man, just like my pics. Like, make sure to press follow and just support my shit, man. Because, man, I'm more than down to do a tattoo for you, man. Yeah, for real. Just come here and chill with us at Heavy Hitters, man. We do great things, man. But it's not just in tattoos, but just the great experience in the hospitality, just the vibes, the music, and the food sometimes, man. No, really, man.
you're
It's
lucky.
That hibachi plate, man.
Hey, for real, right?
If you're lucky, we got a bomb ass carry out next door.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
for
might
real.
get lucky and get blessed with a little bit of food. Sometimes these guys feel.
No, for real. There's like
you
I mean, we treat our clients, bro.
pizza.
If
No,
you guys
really.
are hungry sometimes, and we're hungry
No,
too.
for
Milk
real.
and Honey got that bacon, egg, and cheese. Ooh,
Chill, bro, it's
we
expensive,
can
bro,
talk
it's
about
Hey,
that.
for real, man. Pen is
That's a
just
different
right
tax
next door.
bracket,
It's right next door. Man. It's great. But
All
yeah,
right,
man.
what about you, Staxx? Let the people know.
Yeah, Franklin.
Give yourself a little plug, and then let
Yeah,
people
bro.
know where they can
Okay,
follow
Yeah,
you.
bro.
and stuff.
Well, shoot. First and foremost, I want to thank Heavy Hitters for like having me here. It's like family every time I'm here, man. So shout out to you guys. I love being here
No,
every
thank
time.
you for coming, bro.
Yeah, of course, man. So if you guys want to follow me at Frank Staxx Music. That's Frank STAXX Music. any of your mixing, recording, whatever you guys need. Even if you're starting to get in the industry, you got questions, hit me up, man. And if you're in Atlanta, come book some time. You know, we'll get you right. So
there you go.
ETL, that's what's
Fuck
up.
Shout out there.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, guys.
Yeah, guys. So then again, I guess for us, thank you, Frank. Thanks, Scratch, for being on the podcast. I feel like it was a good episode. We talked about everything and anything.
Yes, and thank you if you did get to this point of the podcast. We know that it was a long one, and that we kind of were all over the place, but we're still like testing the waters out to see what works and what doesn't work.
Yeah, we're just having fun right now.
If it's the setup, if it's our art direction, if it's these new microphone stands that we're playing with, or the new lighting, let us know what you think, what you like, what you don't like. Give us a review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and leave us a thumbs up or in a comment on both YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah.
Share our stuff if you like it. If you want to be a guest in the podcast, send us a DM.
Yeah, guys.
More than likely to accept you and bring you out, and hopefully we'll get some good talks.
And we say that every episode, and we truly mean it. Like, if you guys want to be on here and just, come talk the talk, like, that's literally all we're about. So hit us up, send us a DM, and also we're gonna have a fight party for Gervonta Davis fight. So if you guys want to see that, if you guys got down to this point.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're invited.
Or you were supposed to act like you already knew, bro.
Oh, never mind then.
Nah, if you guys want to join us on the fight party, we have 2 big 85-inch TVs. If y'all want to come watch it
and
here.
Surround sound.
Yeah. Yeah, and surround sound. So if y'all want to come watch it here, just send us hashtag fight party to Inklusive on Instagram. And let's make it happen, guys.
Yeah,
Inklusive
we'll
podcast.
send you the details, but yeah.
Yeah, anybody that wants to be on the podcast, hit us up. If you guys think you'd be a good conversation, or you just have a topic that you want to talk about, let us know.
Yes, we have a lot of questions that we didn't get to. Like, this is all questions.
Yeah, we got just straight questions.
So
yeah, guys. So make sure you guys follow us on Inklusive Podcasts on Instagram. Our shop page is Heavy Hitters Inc. And then I'm Caked Up Loke. This is my boy Daryl Vodka.
Not vodka, vodka.
Vodka.
My bad. It's the alcohol talking.
It's the alcohol. Daryl Vodka. Daryl_Vodka. If you can follow me on Instagram, that'll be awesome. He needs to get verified soon. We didn't touch the topic of being verified.
But that was amazing.
We forgot to touch the blue check topic.
I know, right?
Corny.
Yeah, it's funny.
Maybe next time. But I feel like if you are getting paid through Instagram, if you're making your business through Instagram, you need to be verified.
Ching.
To make sure your clients are going to you and not going to someone else and getting scammed. That's my opinion.
For me, I think if you didn't earn that blue check, why should you pay for it? But Daryl has a very good point, and he's very right, because there's a few people that have gotten scammed through Heavy Hitters Inc. Not specifically us, but they've sent him our address. So he has a good point. I've been thinking about it. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking shit, and later down the road I'll get the blue check. I don't know yet.
That's true.
Well, yeah, man. But don't do it for like a social.
Yeah, don't do it for that stuff.
Man. Don't do it to.
We know who's verified and we know who's not verified and who's the one that paid for it.
Yeah, basically.
All right. Little Juan over here with 20 followers verified, bro. We know you in for real.
Bro, the amount of blue checks I've seen in the comments lately is outrageous.
Like, what the hell? Yeah.
Like, either you beat them or you join them, right? So
that's right.
At this point.
That's right. Man. All right. Well, people, thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, shout out.
We will see you next week.
Y'all for looking at
We're dropping another episode Friday. We don't know who our guest is yet because we haven't booked it yet.
Yeah.
But we need to get on that, my man, right here.
Bro, I'm gonna start hitting everybody up. I mean, I feel like I tell the people they hit me up, but they don't.
Yeah.
So
now we don't know who it is yet, but we were gonna have a fire ass guest. All right. Well, thank you guys, Scratch, Staxx. Thank you for your time. Man.
I appreciate y'all.
Inklusive out. We will see you on the next one. Peace out.
It was nice knowing y'all.
All right, let's go to Looney's.
Let's go to Looney's.
All right, Lucy Sally's. Let's go.
Yo, I gotta pack all this stuff, bro. Chill out.